grandpa right now, but you need to chill.
We've been through this before. The sound decibels go me, then Bob, then Leon, which is the normal capacity.
I can be louder than you.
Well, you guys kind of fight for the top.
I want the loud advantage. DJ's just sitting on a stupid high horse assuming, hey, I'm DJ, I'm louder than Bob.
I'm not that.
I've had loud decibels since birth, mind you.
I've had louder, Faye.
I came out of the womb with a microphone.
I don't know what that turned into.
Back to the wireless keyboard thing. Works better if there's a direct. If there's nothing blocking the dongle.
The dungaroo.
Anyway,
Hi.
welcome to the Podcrash.
Welcome everybody to the new Omni Podcrash.
Yes.
After we just went 10 minutes
where we
about
take our
nothing.
Podcrash and our eyes on crash, put them in a blender, and then turn them into a one.
Episode
And turn
8.
them into a one.
Oh, 8. Oh, okay.
8 and 2.
8 and 2.
This is episode 8 technically
8.2
of the Podcrash, but episode 2 of the Omni Podcrash,
Yes.
where it's also going to be Eyes on Crash as well.
Welcome to the carnival that is our naming conventions going awry.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello everybody. So, what have you been up to, DJ?
Oh, me? Are
Yeah.
you sure? Because I've done a lot.
Fuck it.
Alright, well, I want to say the pleasure, but it was honestly a very displeasure. I had the displeasure of watching the Yu Yu Hakusho movies. Fuck those. Number one, I watched the first movie, which I don't know who said that they could call it a movie. Did you know that movies only last like 22 minutes now? That's amazing. Right, yeah.
It's like an episode.
Well, really indie shit, right?
An episode.
Yep.
And then I watched Poltergeist Report. And honestly, I mean, the first movie, that just looks like a, hey, wacky side adventure. Put it in a filler thing.
What a dumb name for the movie. Because it's always Yu Yu Hakusho fucking, like, ghost, like, it's like Poltergeist Report.
I don't know why they
That's
called
basically what the movie's called. Yeah.
I don't know why they called the first one the movie. I'd like to think they were just like, oh no, wait, I think Greg over there made an episode, but we're already done with the series.
Greg
It's like
Chad.
Ghost Detective Poltergeist Report.
I will say, like, the Poltergeist Report, like, I was watching it and like I was like, I could see myself really, really, really liking this movie. Because it seems like a really good movie.
I want to.
With like the animation and shit.
Did you watch it in Japanese or English?
No, I watched the English.
Is
By
that
the way, I don't know
why it
how
was
the fuck.
worse?
I don't know how the fuck you look at a piece of paper and think a B is an H because there's no fucking way it's Kuwahara.
Kuwahara.
I don't know who fucked up on that translation.
Did you watch the abridged version yet?
Not yet, but I did watch Bennett the Sage's review, and I think my view of the movie is pretty much his. Like, I could see myself really enjoying the movie, but the dub just butchers the shit out of it.
Go full Garzi's way.
Whoa!
I want to watch the movie again.
I will say, like, the best thing that dub did was, like, when Yusuke's, like, being amped up and he does, like, that flip and do, like, his little thing, like, you think that you can get away from me?
Yeah, full Garzi's way.
Oh, that's the best. And I don't know if that was, like, a guy trying to pretend to be an old woman for Genkai. Like, that was just brutal. That sounded like me trying to do something.
It sounded like a guy trying to imitate that pumpkin from that Batman Spider-Man cartoon.
Spider-Man?
Whenever they...
Yeah, that's what he just said.
It's this little, like, web cartoon made by the Mondo Media. And freaking... There's just a little running joke that happened in the early episodes where there would just be a sad-looking pumpkin that would just show up every now and again. And whenever Batman or Spider-Man said hi to it, the pumpkin would just interrupt them and go... And then they just go to the next scene like nothing happened.
What else I did? I watched season 2 of BoJack Horseman. I don't think I've talked about how I enjoyed the first season of BoJack Horseman.
I still have to watch it.
It's really good.
To a fucking
I was having a conversation with one person saying that like he liked season 1 better, but I mean, song-wise, like, I think season 1 was better. This is the 90s, dude. But, like, I think it's a better season. I think it has, like, a lot more better jokes. The new characters that they introduced, what was his name? Fuck, it was a stupid rabbit name, because there's, like, a rabbit now that works with, Princess Carolyn. And then there's another character that's, an owl who works for a TV station, but apparently she's been in a coma for 30 years. So basically she still thinks that shit that happened 30 years ago is still relevant, so she's still like, oh wait, that shit's happening now?
Oh.
So it's her just like experiencing everything.
What is it called?
Interesting.
BoJack Horseman. It's a Netflix exclusive. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. And also season 3 is finally confirmed, which I didn't doubt. I just like it because like I like how it also has like dark emotional stuff to it, but it also knows like to make fun of itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the only other thing that I feel like is prevalent maybe is I watched. For some reason, I don't know why I had the inkling, because I have this thing with, like, Superman, where I just don't really like the character because I think he's really dull. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, let me watch the Superman animated series, because I remember kind of liking that a little bit. So I watched all 55 episodes, which, by the way, I didn't even know that ended on, like, a semi-cliffhanger.
Mm.
Because I think Justice League is technically the sequel, or something like that. Or like this one episode of Batman Beyond. Think.
Maybe. I mean, there are, like, a lot of cameos.
What was the cliffhanger again?
It was basically, like, Superman beats the shit out of Darkseid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my planet.
But like
Dirtbag.
Darkseid brainwashed him into thinking, like, he was his son, so he did a whole bunch of fucked up shit on Earth, and now, like, everyone on Earth distrusts him, so it ends with him on top of a building being like, I don't know if they could trust me anymore, Lois. They'll find a way. And then they just gaze into the sun, and it just fades.
I think that's pre-Justice League. Because I was thinking of that one episode where Superman finds Starro and leaves it in his Fortress of Solitude. And then just years later, during the Batman Beyond times, Starro, like, latches himself on Superman, and then he just awkwardly, like, unanimatingly flies around.
Yeah, because it did show him, like, getting all the creatures when he
one of them
the
was
Collector.
Starro. Yeah.
When Lobo was in it. I actually really like it. What I liked about the animated series was it did bring Livewire, which I don't think they've used a lot. I know she got her final syndicated comic. But she was an original villain for, like, the series.
I figured as much. I was like, she's not from the comic books, right?
Yeah, no, they made her specifically for Superman the Animated Series, because I guess there's not really a lot of Superman characters.
There are, but, like, some of them are crossovers, and then it'd be like, oh, man, we gotta introduce other characters.
There's a decent amount of cameos and a decent amounts of, like, we're two villains, let's team up.
Batman the Animated Series introduced a good amount of, like, its own characters, like Harley Quinn. Pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. Harley
Quinn did come from the animated series.
I think so, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So granted, that was still years ago, like in the late 80s. Shit.
I liked it. I liked...
that was the 90s.
No. Batman the Animated Series, I'm pretty sure it started in the 80s.
Not
like late, like 89. Batman and Robin.
You're not thinking of Adam West?
It's a long fucking series. It went on till like 95 or 96.
Are we talking about the same one? The one that was basically animated by the same people who did the Superman series?
Oh yeah.
That's
that could just be my lack of fact checking.
Yeah, that's
but I think it started in it. I'm gonna do check right.
It might be early.
Times to go to the internet.
It might be early
The
90s,
interwebs,
but
the adventure.
all right, just use your keyboard.
Like 95 or something.
Yeah. Regardless, though, I think I did enjoy it. I mean, it made me kind of like Superman a little bit because I think the show did a good job of like showing a lot of flaws for him because he gets fucked up by kryptonite like all the time.
Yeah.
Like there's like 2 episodes where it looks like Metallo would have just killed the fuck out of him.
Yep.
If it wasn't for like, oh, I'll help you.
Yeah.
You need to watch
Lois Lane. Oh, and she puts it up. Nothing but lead cup. Swish.
So Lois isn't always a damsel in distress, or is she mostly?
Yeah. I mean, mostly, yeah. There is like a couple. There is one episode where it revolves around what the fuck is his name?
Okay, you were right.
The
It's
ginger hair
1992.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because I vividly remember.
I was right where it ended though. It ended in 95. I think that's what I said, or 90, whatever. I think I said
It's in
95.
96, 95.
Yeah.
Because I vividly remember coming home, watching the the fucking Disney afternoon, and then fucking Batman would come on. I was like, oh shit, it's getting dark outside.
Yeah,
I think
Things about to get serious.
I will say I do. I think I do like Batman the animated series a lot better, but I like
such
Superman.
a good fucking intro.
Yeah,
it does.
Superman-
It's so intimidating.
Superman's looks really phoned in, and it just has good syncing when it does like da da da, and it has like an
Superman's
explosion.
kind of a Boy Scout, so
Superman feels Superman. It's like, yeah, we're gonna watch him fight crime.
But a lot of the intro is just like assets from like episodes, so it looks like really lazy, and there's only a few like original things.
there's
for the
not
intro.
enough groundswell for Superman.
Exactly.
But
I will say this much though: Mixoplex as Gilbert Gottfried is the best thing in the world.
So, I was also gonna say one thing I do recommend you check out, DJ, if you haven't already, is Superman versus the Elite. That's a good Superman movie.
Oh, the one with the fuck's it? The British guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Manchester Black.
Manchester Black. Yeah, I did watch that. That was a good movie.
It was really good. Like, especially now that you watch the animated series. Like, I mean, it's not in canon with that, but it's still like just a really good watch. Like it's like what if Superman's ideas became too dated for the world and everybody wanted a new edgy superhero?
Man of Steel, now in theaters.
Well, I guess.
Well, Man of Steel now available on Blu-ray.
I feel like Superman versus the Elite in a way is kind of like took a jab at that movie. Although I think that came out before Man of Steel. But even then, I think that you could just show somebody this and it's like, well, that just seems like they're making fun of Man of Steel. They didn't know better.
Oh, two things. I watched Fuck.
He got He really needs to say it though, so as Bob decides to hit it too because he feels like he needs to.
Look, I need to shut up. I'm oppressed now. You're
and then break something and then
Probably
get a shock mount. You can smack the table half as much as you want.
Smack one bitch up. Probably
It was a girl at the end of that music video the whole time. Oh, continue.
Probably future Eyes on Crash. I watched, you know this. I watched G Gundam. Really liked it. I think that's the
I gotta rewatch it if I want to.
I think that's the one.
Same.
I think that's the one anime that has a soundtrack that I would just love to just have the full version of it because every single music that's in that, every single music that is in, yes, every single track that they use in that show is really, really good and it fits everywhere.
You know, comrade, every single music in the game, in the show,
so fucking good. Like everything is super shonen as it should be. You know, like that's one of my favorite Gundam series. Even though people are like, it's not really Gundam, it's technically it's Dragon Ball Z.
Technically, shut up though.
Yeah, really.
I'd like to think it's Gundam, Dragon Ball Z, and Kamen Rider with the whole like let me do my speech for the episode.
Yeah, it's the same. Like when people complain. By the way, this is a thing now because we're dating this, I guess. When Rash just came out in KI, people are actually bitching about it and are like, "Why is Rash in the game? He doesn't fit the tone.
This is stupid.
Why do I hate fun? And what kills me is like, apparently people were devastated that Rash didn't show up in the older KI games. Like, apparently he was supposed to be an unlockable character in like KI Gold, and then it never fucking happened, and people were devastated. But now Rash is here, and people are like, "Fuck this stupid shit.
Fuck it doesn't fit the tone. I hate this game. Fuck it, I'm gonna go play Mortal Kombat with Jason Voorhees and Predator."
That is the best. That is the best.
And Tremor with his Gushers variation and his stubby arms, and he's a fan of Johnny Cage's movies.
I loved that trailer for him. And the only other thing is I watched Assassination Classroom, the English dub. Really, really good dub.
I'm slowly getting through.
It is by far, I think, my favorite new anime of this year. I mean, that's not really saying much. I haven't really watched a lot of new anime of this year, but it it's now considered one of my favorite animes.
I'm gonna go
by far.
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna watch it, and also, continue. I'll say what I was gonna say.
No,
when
I'm
it's my
pretty much done.
Yeah.
You
I love
Easy
it.
in.
I love Assassination Classroom. I was reading it and I was like, "It's an anime, fuck yeah!" And now that I know there's an English dub, double fuck yeah, and it's good.
It's really good.
It's still double fuck yeah because it should be good.
There's no
Because
triple.
do your job.
Yes.
Where the triple though?
Triple fuck yeah, just because why not? Man, I hope they like. It's never too late, given that Parasite got made. So I kind of hope that the same studio that did freaking Assassination Classroom this season will go back and do Private Evil Eye Nero.
Did that animation studio do what the hell is it called with the fucking bear? Dora, I think it is.
Huh?
What?
What is that thing? Dora, I think it's called. The one that has the PS Vita game.
Danganronpa?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
What?
Because
There is a bear. Mono
Now you
bear.
idiots kill each other.
yeah, that
With Monokuma. I don't
is
know.
that the same studio? Because it looks like the art style is like really similar.
Could be.
Only it's better.
I don't know.
and,
No, I don't think it's the same artist.
and has a lot more
No, it's the
personality.
same animation studio.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I'm pissing on Danganronpa. I haven't even watched it, but
Apparently, the anime is not a good adaptation. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah, they said the game. Yeah, just play the game.
Like,
The full
even-
story.
And it's funny because that same studio did the Persona 4 animation, and even though it's double the episodes, it's like the same thing. It's not the best adaptation. It really isn't. You just should play the game.
I would like.
I mean,
if
I would think that
a
something
story
this
like
one
that.
would
I
do
would much
It's-
rather just play the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than Danganronpa by far, just because it has those extra episodes, but it's like, you can't fit a 60-hour video game story and interactions into a 26-episode anime. You just can't.
So you're telling me that like it's a bad idea to transition a game like, I don't know, Devil May Cry into an anime? What
No,
the hell
Devil
you-
May Cry could be a fucking awesome
What's an anime?
They just
They
failed.
just fucked it up, yeah.
And somehow it was Madhouse that failed.
I think they did the same thing with like Bayonetta. I heard it wasn't that good.
Bayonetta
Yeah, I
was
heard
like,
Bayonetta
no,
anime
but
was
see,
terrible.
Bayonetta wasn't awful. It's just more like a, hey, this is very straight to the video game. You could be playing this instead of watching this. And it's like way more hype.
Oh my god, they did one of Mad World.
I mean, they did that with
Huh?
the.
They'd have to
did
get
one
the
for-
right
Yeah,
studio
they
for
would.
Mad World.
They did that with the.
Mad World doesn't have any like branching like. Yeah, you could fucking
You
do a
could
Mad
do
World
something
anime.
with it,
That'd
yeah.
be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to get the
That
right.
should be all.
You need to get the most graffiti studio.
And
to
if
do
they
it.
went all in and it's all black and white all
And
the
get
time.
fucking Gino Rabucci to direct it.
Yes. Good.
No, but like the same thing with the whole like transitioning from anime to, I mean, from game to anime. Also, the Atelier one also didn't do as well as it should have, because that one like a lot of character development was like lost, I guess.
See, that's weird though. I feel like that's like the Atelier games are kind of like the slice of life of RPGs.
But it was still a bad. It was still a bad anime.
Yeah, I
like, was
guess.
it? Like
I-
it's still like a lengthy game. It's still like a lengthy game enough.
Yeah,
that
true.
You
I feel
can't.
like Pokemon's
do that.
been the only.
And,
good
and that
anime
that
to
was
come from
and that
video
was like
game.
a 13.
But see,
that
Pokemon-
that was only 13 episodes.
Pokemon treats itself like a shonen where it's like hundreds of episodes long.
Yeah.
So.
Also, the video game is like silent protagonist. This is you. Go catch things.
Yeah, that is kind of
Yeah.
simple to translate
But
into
I guess
something
back to
other media.
back to Leon's couple months, I guess. Since
Actually, we
last
were doing DJs.
month.
What
No,
I
I'm done
would-
now.
DJ's done. We transitioned to you.
I mean, I watched Jurassic Park, but you know what? I fucking missed the boat with that fucking shit. So go ahead.
But yeah, I would anime I would like to see, but it would need a lot of like pacing and like plotting and like people talking to people. Is fucking Phoenix Wright.
yeah.
The Phoenix
Yeah,
Wright series.
yeah.
Apparently,
Like-
the live action movie's great.
Like make it into like a freaking court. Like, it would be a court series. But
Yeah.
more bombastic and anime-y.
Not SVU.
It's pretty bombastic in the game.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, be crazy as an anime. Yeah.
So what did I do? I'm like chipping my way through a bunch of manga. Caught up with Bakedo, and I want things to come out faster. I really, really want to know what's gonna happen.
You gotta have more material for that summary.
Do you think that this arc is so far more hyped than like the last two?
Fucking Roshi might die. He almost died fighting Pickle, but he got away with only having his leg eaten.
Say Pickle.
Only.
The caveman that they thawed out, who used to fight and kill and eat dinosaurs with his bare hands.
That's amazing.
He's still alive, by the way. He's still walking around.
Yeah,
I think I understand the entire character now.
Covered that.
Yeah.
Pickle's a monster.
So hopefully Musashi, the clone of
caveman.
Musashi Miyamoto, will get to fight a caveman.
Yes.
Named Pickle.
And then maybe Yujiro will come in there
And be like, I get to fight the winner.
Oh, that's
No, it'd be a 3-1 fight, and it'd be just a clusterfuck, and all their arms would be like displaced and everything, like it always is.
What a grossly fucking...
Such a gross manga.
It has like a gross elegance to it.
Yeah,
Like
it's like an art form.
What kind of gross?
like they're
Gore gross? Or?
No, muscles. Their muscles are
muscle
their muscles are like
grotesque, vile,
grotesquely graceful in a way.
Yeah.
Because when you see them move and see somebody get hit, they look like they got the fuck hit out of them.
We talking Road Warrior animal steroid belly or?
Sometimes, yes.
Oh my.
Is that the point where Baki can't even run down the stairs normally anymore? Like, he has to do a tumble down, like, sonic spin dash down the stairs.
Why? Because his muscles are too big?
No, because just that's how he draws him running.
To make it exciting.
Yeah, and then also he falls asleep while running because he's bored.
Yep.
What?
Because he...
What?
Because after everything popped off in the last saga, everybody kind of got bored because there's nothing to do and no new enemies to fight. After
reached the peak.
After everybody watched the hypest fight in existence so far, Bake versus his dad, Yojiro, they were like, well, I guess that's it for fighting. We're bored, but we'll still train, but nothing is probably going to happen that's going to be hyper than that.
As their muscles start to melt slowly.
But then when the series just end then?
No, but then they resurrected Musashi and they all felt him come back to life at the same time. It's like, oh shit, we're not bored anymore.
No, but there's a whole 3 volumes about his workout routine.
You joke.
I would expect nothing less.
So now
from
even
Baki.
you can be like Baki.
Like the time he captured a praying mantis so he can fight an imaginary giant praying mantis.
I'm just what? He captured a praying mantis so he could fight an imaginary praying mantis.
Well, he had to study its movements and stuff, and he was like, "Now, what if this thing was man-sized? Okay, now I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna imagine it so hard that when it hits me, it actually damages my body."
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, shadow boxing, like all that stuff, that's real, but then Baki takes it, like, a step fucking way further to the point where him and his dad are just sitting there drinking invisible miso soup.
The best soup.
Also,
imaginary miso soup.
The first chapter...
Yeah.
It's like the 3rd chapter of Bakedo. He fights someone that looks suspiciously like Brock Lesnar.
Good.
Does he have a stupid tattoo?
No.
Oh, fuck.
He doesn't have the sword tattoo, but he looks like Brock Lesnar when he was in the UFC. He has the beard and everything.
Nice.
And, like, Bake just walks up to him, grabs him by the head, shakes the fuck out of him, and he's knocked out. He just walks away.
See, now when everyone says, like, they look like Brock Lesnar, I automatically assume they just have some stupid...
I can't imagine Brock...
Stupid tattoo of some weapon on the front of their chest.
He looked like a big bearded caveman. Who just beats the shit out of people.
Even though for the longest time Brock Lesnar was just
Bork laser.
Plain
Yep.
and big. And did giant fucking leaps off top ropes.
With this big caricature of a head doing fucking shooting star presses when he has no goddamn right to be doing.
Now the only dangerous thing that he does is just throw car doors haphazardly into the ground. He needs to stop that. He's gonna hurt someone so
Like
bad.
when he would do the shooting star press, he looked like you know when a Looney Tune is falling off a cliff with their hands and legs up and like out to their sides.
Clearly,
He's such a funny man. He's a funny looking man.
I also started Ushio and Toro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit is hilarious.
It's great.
It's so old school. That shit feels so like
It's refreshing.
late 90s, early 2000s.
Like in this age
that's
of
a
just
good
like
time.
new clean things. I like seeing an old thing I've never like read or experienced, but with new animation.
I like how things just moves fast. It's like my granddad's an asshole. Is his father or his granddad?
I think it's his granddad.
My elder.
Or maybe it's his dad. I don't know.
It's like my father's an asshole. Hey boy, I'm going on vacation. Don't look in the basement. I'll look in the basement when I want. Oh shit, I shouldn't have looked in the basement.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn today.
Yeah.
And Toro is fucking hilarious.
Toro's such a piece of shit.
He was like, come on, let me out. Take the spear out my chest. And what are you going to do? I'm going to eat you and kill everybody. No, I was joking. I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat you.
He's so to the
Okay,
point.
so I'm going to ask you again. What are you going to do if I take the spear out your chest? I'm going to eat you and okay, fucked up.
I love that Tora's voice is certainly like a Japanese guy who typically voices really serious, badass anime characters, but now he's on the role of this like...
Or really, really evil character.
Yeah, but like now he's in this comedic role where this is like, oh, he looks badass, but he's mostly relegated to slapstick moments.
Yeah. Because when he does his evil laugh, he fucking evil laughs.
Yeah, man.
And Toro's face looks like it's just evil... yucking it up.
Evil personified.
Constantly like
big toothy grits.
Yes.
A big evil chuckle fuck.
Yeah.
A good laugh must have good teeth.
That's why your laugh is so great.
That shouldn't have been.
Bison nose.
That shouldn't have been funny,
Yeah.
but it was.
Anyway. So how many episodes have you watched?
The first 2.
Good. So you saw the Rock Eater.
Yeah.
Rock Eater.
You gonna wait until you get to the fucking... I think it's like the 5th one where he fights fucking Exorcist Hyo. And I'm just like, yo, hype!
That Rock Eater episode was funny as hell.
It was pretty funny.
He was like, just get the... He was like, help me, Toro. He's like, I ain't gonna help you, you fucking idiot. He's like, no, just get the girls out of here. He's like, alright, respect. So he runs in and grabs the freaking girls out of there. And he was like, so, what are you going to do, Ushio? You're kind of going to get turned to stone. He was like, well, I guess this is me. I guess it's...
Forever frozen.
Well, you didn't get to eat me, I guess, so... And he was like, wait a minute. No! I'm the one who's going to eat this son of a bitch! And he runs in and just fucks
He's the
up
most
Rock Eater.
tsundere-ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's great.
Other than that and streaming every so often, that's basically all I did.
Been streaming a lot. Oh, I saw you play Rising Thunder.
Yeah, but my computer is not good enough to both play and stream on the computer.
Okay, what do you
Did you
think
get
of
a
Rising
good?
Thunder?
Yeah, but did you
by
get
the
at
way?
least a good idea of
Yeah,
the
it's
game?
good. I wish I can get my controller to work though.
The keyboard doesn't feel good because there's like really no motion to it. It's like just pressing buttons.
Like even if
If you
there's
want to
no
play a
motion,
fighting game, you want to play with a controller. At least.
I feel good
That's what
with
I
the
feel.
controller. I can move my hands around better. Like my MAME days are over. My fingers have completely forgotten how to do that. Like back in the MAME days, I didn't have the keyboard. I didn't have the freaking remote set up, so I would play everything on the keyboard.
Which we have to start
Shingoku
doing.
3, just knocking out them combos.
Yeah, but there's no motions to it. It's just like the buttons. Then all the movement does is
I know it gets you
movement.
around. But,
Yeah, that's it.
but
There's
there's
no, like,
also,
quarter
there's also
circles or
like
anything?
forward dashing and stuff. So
Oh yeah, yeah. I still like I asked for a key and I never got one, but I don't think I could run the game because like Spencer can't run the game and he and I both have like similar rigs, I guess, like in terms of just what we can run. So I'm like, I probably can't run
Gotta
this
get
game
Evo
anymore.
ready.
I can run it pretty well. Although I still
Good for you.
Although, like, when I get the chance, I'm going to upgrade my computer again so I can both stream and play.
I need to either get a PS4 or upgrade or get an actual like good computer before Street Fighter V comes out.
Yeah,
You do it already.
but solid game. What else I was going to say? Oh. Alright. It was about Rising Thunder, I think. No, that's it.
Anyway,
Dad, go on. Oh, I remember what I was going to say, but that's going to lead into the First story.
Why me?
Conversation.
The hell did I do?
You're wonderful.
I went to work.
What?
Monster bitch. And then you saw a cat. And that's how our phone conversations today. Hello there. I see a cat.
That's literally how I called TJ today.
Because I had
No,
like
because
there's
like-
like a family of cats like in the back, and like they're really friendly, and like the black and white one was just looking like,
And I just like, cause
and
then,
he'll
like,
literally follow you. He looks like he'll just come in the house with you.
cause then like I was walking towards DJ's house and I was just like, there's a cat here. Hey, little cat, how you doing, little cat? And then
Don't worry, the cat ran away.
Alright, Toad.
Oh god!
I don't know why I talk like that.
See, that was me though.
If the
Not
cat
Dan.
sounded like that, I think I'd put it down.
That's horrible.
It is, but you know.
Anyway, so Dan, your
it's for the good of the
your
community.
wonderful month.
The wonderful month of
cat.
just being in class for like a month, because then until last week I was in class.
What are you
See,
talking
unlike
about? Knowledge
us,
is
In
fun.
the sadness.
See, unlike us, Dan's being a
Sadness.
productive adult, and we're just like
Somehow
assholes.
semi-productive, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, at least
someone got his associate's degree, and you have it, and you have it. So,
and then I passed on that. So yeah, at least I passed my class. So instead of like fucking around, I actually decided to put in effort into school for once.
fucking around is effort. takes a
That is true.
takes a long ass time to just seep deep into your couch
That
and,
is true.
and get that groove,
That is true.
that indent.
And also the fact that I had to have all my shit in my room pretty much now. I have nothing in my room now. Bob's seen it. My
Is
house.
that still
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
He just has his posters
all
laying on.
I
his,
have,
like,
all I
couch
have
in
is
the
like 2
living room.
posters and a table. That's my
Yeah.
room.
Is that still going on?
Yes, that's still going on
Shit.
until like I think Wednesday they're picking up the table, and then
Table.
we're just gonna put the furniture in. So now that's like. Yeah, so now I'm gonna have to at least now have a redone room, and I might actually have a TV in there now, so I actually can have like a room I can actually feel like staying in instead of just sitting downstairs on the couch.
Yes. You could have
For
your
the longest
privacy.
time, I thought that was your room.
What?
For the
You
longest
can-
time,
you
I
can
thought
go
that
be a
was your
secret
room.
Nope.
weeb in
Because
your
there's a
room.
bed there.
That's just I guess it's just a day bed, but it's not really.
That's the day bed.
It's not really like.
It's an impromptu guest room.
Yeah, pretty much.
So.
That's. And I mean, I
But you
just.
finally installed the AC in.
And I finally installed the AC. Actually, no, it's funny
Near
because.
the end of summer.
No, you know what's funny? I actually
Yeah.
didn't even want to, because my brother was just like when we moved, like the day that we moved everything out, like everything besides my table to outside for them to pick up. And then my brother's just like, okay, come on, let's just put the air conditioning in. I'm like, what? He's like, let's put the air conditioning in. I'm like, I don't want to though. Let's put the air conditioning in. I'm
See,
like,
you and your
I'm like-
brother is speaking my language right now.
And I
see,
got really
see,
upset.
he's doing what I couldn't.
the thing.
Because it's not my house.
No,
I
and you
can't
know what?
I'm about to say thank
The
God
thing
for that.
that made me upset the most is that I had my final was like the next day, and I was like up until like 1 a.m. I'm like, I don't feel like doing this shit at 1 the goddamn morning. Okay,
Dan's brother does what
I ain't feel like doing that.
Dan's brother
To
does.
be honest,
Holy shit!
to be honest,
To be honest.
Dan's brother does with Nintendo Hercules.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So Dan, was that your fire-filled week, or did you do anything else?
You're
Right.
fired.
I mean, I didn't do much interest. I didn't do much interest in.
You did more
I
Final
mean,
Fantasy.
too much interest.
Yeah, I did more
We
Final
already
Fantasy. And I
talked
mean,
about
I
that.
did.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's right. I heard
some-
that you joined up with Jen.
Yeah, I finally did find. Jen in
DJ
Final
keeps
Fantasy.
calling me creepily and saying like Dan's playing with Jen. Dan's playing with Jen.
And it's funny because then I finally I convinced her that like the link shells are pretty much just like a chat that you can use between people that like aren't in your guild, or I guess you can just use between friends.
By the way, we
I
need to
convinced her that it's the magic conch
We need to talk. By the way, Jen's really worried about our collusion.
because the magic conch.
Yeah, because of our hotel collusion.
Oh.
She's really.
Oh,
Worried.
you mean bedtime collusion?
Yes.
Wait, did she
She's
see
really
the?
worried
Did she
about
see the video?
No.
Oh,
I was just talking to Bob on the phone and I'm talking about bedtime collusion and I just see her face like, what the fuck?
Oh, I thought she saw the video
Man.
released, and
Oh,
then I was
God,
like,
no.
look at me, I'm a snugly
We're
bear.
gonna do
apparently.
something with that.
But anyway, people don't need to know about this. I don't know why we're talking about this on
Anyway.
Microphone.
Our
So I
affairs.
guess
For the
No!
for the 15th time.
I guess we could talk about what I
But
was
I mean,
doing. If Dan
honestly,
was
other than that, like, I was like rewatching a stream of Final Fantasy X, and I'm just like, I don't know. For some reason, like the more I see of it, the more I'm just like mad about that game. Honestly, but like, yes, I saw the laugh, and also just the other thing was that like
you gotta end the
like the awkwardness of like of how dead Yuna sounds.
This is my story.
Like
See,
I'm just how nothing I feel Yuna is.
I think I love 10 still because Jecht is a piece of shit and nothing.
No,
and Orin's great.
and
You ain't
no,
never gonna be shit, boy.
and the funniest thing is that like in the stream now we just have like a running counter of how many times like Tita's just like angst about his dad.
It's a lot, but his dad
It
was a
is- it
piece
is
of
a
shit.
lot.
I can't blame
And,
him.
like,
His
I-
dad's an asshole.
And like the thing is that like I love the scene where Titus is just like yelling at his mom, being like, it's like, man, I hate my dad. I wish he was dead. And then she's like, no, son, don't wish that he's dead, because then if he's dead, you can't tell him how much you hate him. I'm like,
She knows though. 'Cause
I'm
he's
like,
that much of an asshole.
great family values, guys.
Whispering
He's
into
a
This is
piece
how-
of shit.
This is how you teach. This is how you teach parenting.
Jecht's parenting is shown very well in Dissidia Final Fantasy, where he'll legit just beat the shit, not even really use his sword half the time, just kick the shit out of you and beat you with the edge of his
the bud.
the hilt of his sword, kind of just like, like he's like the dirty fighter of the game, but like you never actually see him physically fight in 10, so it was kind of interesting just seeing them just bullshit a moveless. Like, what would an abusive dad fight like?
That and just like the one out of character scene that I saw of Yuna in 10 was just like the scene where like you're first heading to Josei Temple, I guess, where you get Ixion,
Yeah.
and then like you just hear like Yuna, she's just like come on guys, we can finally go to Josei. Like I'm like what? Yes. Like she was great. She randomly goes Josei. I'm like, that's really out of character, and I was like dying.
You want to see out of character? Go play Final Fantasy X 2.
This can't be.
AKA Charlie's Angels, the RPG.
Oh
No, but then other than that, yeah.
Vegnagun.
I also started I started playing the first Suikoden game because I was just bored, and I'm just like, you know what? I need an RPG series to get into randomly, so let's just play this. And I'm actually really, really enjoying it so far.
I've heard good things of Suikoden.
Code.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, it was just like it was the first one. My friend
I'm not big on
my friend recommended me, I guess, start with the second one, but like
It's more of an action
'cause you said-
RPG where you can do combos and shit.
Oh, so
I mean,
it's like Final Fantasy.
it's not really an
Or-
action RPG. It's just the fact that like the way that your certain team makeup can go, you can do certain like attacks together. So like I guess like team makeup does actually matter. So you can't just throw like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this character, and this character, and then there you go. But like you can actually just certain characters will have combos with each
I
other.
can't throw Dogo with Dom Brambrov. What sense would that make? Even though they both eat rocks.
You can do juggles and shit.
I'm making my own lore.
As Bob dies in the corner. That and I started playing.
That's not a name.
That and randomly.
I took your word for it. I haven't played any Suikoden. I've only seen
I
like
haven't either.
I've only just seen it. Like
I thought he was really being
George-
serious with those names.
Dorga
Nope.
and Brambrov.
He just made shit up in his
Who
head.
sound like Gorons?
I shouldn't be laughing at my own jokes. I look like a piece of shit.
even though they both eat rocks.
I mean,
And they have D names.
Apparently the first 3 Suikoden games were like on PSN, so I might as well just download all 3 at some point and just play all 3. So I'm just gonna see how the first one goes, and I'm gonna see if I want to go through with the other two games.
I'm so sorry.
I remember the thing I forgot.
What was it?
I was just gonna say that I got my my Rising code from Uncle Seuss.
What?
Oh, the Seuss is loose still?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He had
Did he rhyme through the whole chat?
only when he didn't.
Oh, okay. That's how you do it.
Wait, is that okay?
But yeah, go on.
That's a reference before your time.
I guess so.
Dan, do it for Dim Bradbury.
He's still upset that the Crash and Bash with the freaking
Double
Capcom
Dragon?
vs SNK 2 got corrupted. Or the
Yeah,
sound busted out.
but it was the best, like, what the fuck is going on ever. He still has Double Dragon.
No, but then I guess randomly because, like, the time that, like, since my room is done and now I have, like, nothing to do, I decided just to randomly start watching
One Piece?
I'll eventually
Summer's
get to
almost
that.
over.
I'll get to
You're
that.
still not done.
I'll get
Story
to
of my
it.
life.
I'll get to it.
Sure he will.
I will.
Yeah, okay.
I told you, but before the summer's
We're
over.
not extending it.
Summer's over in a month!
Exactly.
Actually,
so I have a month.
it's over on the 21st of September. He has until then.
Exactly. So I still have time. So fuck you. Anyway,
Not enough.
I still.
Listen, I've seen it, so you're the one's missing
I'll
out.
eventually get past
Do it
Alabasta.
for Dorga and Dim Bradbury.
I'll eventually get past Alabasta. Anyway. I randomly started
You're not
watching.
gonna stop.
You should write those names down and just save it for save it for a D&D campaign or something.
Oh, actually, I started playing like old school D&D.
I will.
I actually started playing old school D&D, and like my friend with some of my friends, one of my friend that's at the DM. He said don't get attached to your characters because they'll die pretty fast. And
It's one of those DMs.
no, it's not even that. It's just the fact that like the old school D&D where like literally like your health was just like on your health was just based on a roll, so you can literally just. If you have bad luck, you can literally just roll a 1 and just have 1 health.
Tug was the stupidest thing in the world and it lasted forever.
You can literally just... No, that's what I'm saying, though. You can have... Like, if you're attacked once, you can die.
You sure he's fucking reading
Like,
the rule books right?
No, I actually reread the rule book.
Are you playing, like, literally, like...
Old school.
Book 1 D&D?
Yes.
Like, damn.
Yes, we're actually playing book 1 D&D.
Don't be a mage. Or do be a mage if you want to fight through those hardships.
And the thing
You
is...
got one spell.
No, but the thing is that one spell actually came in handy, though. It actually did. Because, like, my friend...
Old school D&D
we-
mages, like... Mages start out the most fucking crippled garbage thing in the world, but like once you level up, they become the most brokenest motherfuckers in the game.
No, but the thing is that all you need as like the old school in D&D, all you need as a mage at level 1 is sleep. That's literally all you need, because like pretty much what sleep does is that like
It does exactly what it sounds like.
no, you'll sleep anything that's like as high as your roll, and the fact that it's like a 2d8 roll, like the first time we casted it, like we were attacked by like 10 like kobolds or whatever. He rolled like a 12. So pretty much he slept all the kobolds and then two of the party members as well. And then like all he did was just like he just slit like everything's neck. He's like, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Okay, there you go. Here's XP. So technically,
It's okay, friend.
so yes, the mage can be both hampered yet still broke at the same time.
That's what I figured a mage would be, like an assist, really. Until he levels up enough.
But we did suffer a death because like the first I guess area we found was just a collection of caves, and the first cave we found had an owlbear in it. It was sleeping, but then we went into like deeper into the cave, and in the cave there were slimes. We killed the slime, but we made too much noise, and the owlbear showed up, and then a player died.
What an invigorating tale of destiny and adventure.
It was really upsetting because like I wanted to tame it because ever since we played D&D 4.0, like D&D 5. Ever since we played D&D 5, like I wanted an owlbear and we never and like I never had the opportunity to tame one. And then that one shiny moment, but then someone died, so we couldn't tame it, and it was like it actually one-shotted her.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, listen, she has like 6 health and she got one-shotted. I have 3 health. I'm gonna walk away now.
What does the owl bear have more of, an owl or a bear?
More bear.
So
But-
can it fly or?
No.
Anyway.
Unfortunately. But it was awesome though because it was
So
an
it's a
owl.
bear that can see at night.
Yes.
What a useful thing.
But as like I was trying to say like an hour ago, I guess, but whatever. Doesn't really matter because I digress a lot.
I digest.
I digest, yes. I just randomly decided to watch Steven Universe for no reason.
Such a good show. I actually caught up with it.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
How is it too for you?
I actually really like it.
I like it.
I'm not like to the point where like the fan base is just like it's the best show ever. But like it's
I
the
bet
best.
they sound like
It's
that,
the
too.
best of what Cartoon Network has now. I'm gonna say that.
I never really was too into getting into Adventure Time, but from what I've watched of Adventure Time and what I've watched of Steven Universe, I do like it more than Adventure Time.
Yes, I'll agree. Yes,
And I
do
do-
agree with that.
Steven Universe's story happens more than Adventure Time, because Adventure Time is like first 3 or like the first 3 seasons, like
Not so much in the beginning.
for every like story episode there was like 5 or 10 like
Random slapstick.
In the
Just
beginning,
filler.
Steven Universe didn't really have like too much of plot. It wasn't until I want to say maybe like 20.
Yeah, it's like
20 episodes
like
in,
20
it
it's
started.
still way faster than
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I mean, at least like this, like I'm anticipating when the fucking like the next season's gonna start.
Yeah.
Because now that like after what has happened, and also Sardonyx is the best fusion ever, just because the music as well.
I fucking knew you would love that fucking fusion.
Yes!
You would.
Sardonyx is like the best character.
Of course you would.
And yes, I've been occasionally known to smash.
Did you see what's Steven Squeeze? What's her name?
What?
The one with the glasses.
Connie?
Yeah. Did you see like when she was
Stefani?
training?
Wait,
I think so. Did you see like when she was training? She had like something that looked so similar to like Gohan.
Oh yeah. No, but like, I also love like
There's a lot of anime references in that.
the thing
show,
is that I love the
actually.
one like the one
a lot of
episode
everything references.
when they went
Yeah.
like I think like they went
Anime News Network did a whole column on it. But
like I think there was like one episode I think that like they had like a little cloud.
yeah, that's a
They had
dragon.
they had like a cloud figure
even-
and it's Sonic.
There's a couple of Evangelion references too. Actually, surprising amount.
There was like Cloud Sonic, and then there was also a game. There was also like that one game that he was playing. That I'm like, I think Kareem would get really upset if he saw that. Like he would definitely be like, you would like this game.
He legit just has
No,
a GameCube in his house.
No, because there was one game that he was playing where like it was an RPG, but like in order to do attacks, you had to charge a golf swing. And I was just like, yes, this is Mario Golf the RPG.
And his
This is happening.
and his
So the
creep-
Aqua
and
Teen
then
Hunger Force
and then
video game.
he had like he's like I think like it was like the one episode where like he's like like damn it, you got made me miss the secret ending, so I had to play the final dungeon all over again. So I'm like, okay, so I guess I gotta go play golf again. Sorry.
and that creepy show with the crying fruit.
Oh yeah. I think that's
Even
like,
everyone's like, "Why do you watch this? It's just crying,
and then like I love how it's like crying breakfast friends. That's
crying
what it was.
breakfast."
And, I felt like the one episode they were just like, hey, do you want to watch the episode of Crying Breakfast Friend? It's like, it's a really good. No, it's not. I mean that show has a lot of moments. I guess because it's still early enough as it is that it still I guess has potential. I guess
It has a lot
As
of
opposed-
it has a lot of personality to it.
I guess as opposed to Adventure Time now.
I like it from what I've seen, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd highly recommend like watching it. Like I binged through most of it like in one day, because like now like I guess every show is like taking from Adult Swim, which is 15 minutes, so it's really easy to digest.
Yeah, I think it's because the episodes are 15 minutes.
I watched-
It doesn't make it too stupid.
I watched a
That
few.
needs to be.
I watched a few myself, and I mean, I don't really anything it right now. I'd probably have to watch it more. I just don't really have it on my high priority.
It gets better at when they start doing plot stuff.
Okay. So I guess that it or
I mean, what else have I watched? Really? I mean, nothing interesting.
We Bear Bears.
Nothing interesting. Okay.
Hi,
Anyway.
Bob.
So, Bob, what happened to your week and month and other
A
things?
month of things, yes. I watched I've been watching Ushio and Tora, but I'm caught up with it, and I can concur that it's good. It's really good, and you should watch it. What else did I do? I
I've been
watched...
terminating.
What?
Fuck.
Terminate! Part 1 and 2!
You know what? I had a thing, but fuck it. It's just Bob's been cool with fighting games.
Oh, yeah.
I've been trying to pick up Arcade Stick again. This is my second time, but now I'm really...
You got a good grasp of your stick?
No.
Yeah.
Not even... But
You gotta jiggle it.
I gotta, actually dedicate a lot of time to it, so I'm probably gonna put a lot of games on the back burner just so I can focus on this.
Are you the one who showed me the episode of freaking Elijah Wood being taught by Gutex how to play Street Fighter?
I told you about it.
Yeah.
You watched it?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Gutex is such a good teacher.
I like when they got challenged online. It's like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
He's so clear with his words and everything.
Yeah.
His teachings, it's great. He's kind of has a magical voice to him. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah.
From watching that video, I now understand.
Yes. So
If you really want to be good with stick, the real challenge is Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the N64.
it's not.
Find that new tech, son.
Yeah. So
So good tech!
I
It's
watched-
not, though.
I watched a show called The Strain, which was a horror TV show done by Guillermo del Toro.
Was there Strain to watch?
It had its pacing issues.
I had to say it.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
you, Dan.
It had
I love
its
you.
pacing issues, but
This
for
is
the
why we
most part,
keep
it
you.
was fun, and I liked the idea that they had for vampires being more of a plague, like a virus, like a very global scale virus, and they were gross and mutated and shit, not like pretty beautiful Dracula vampire. Hell, even the head
You
vampire
just got burned,
was
Twilight fans.
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
That was the 100th
Not
millionth
really
bird.
a whole lot to say about it. It was pretty good. It had I think my favorite character was like the rat exterminator guy, because he was like, you could tell from the jump that he was ready for a possible zombie or vampire outbreak. Like, and he didn't even know it, but in the back of his head, he knew it. Because he went around, like, apparently he just carries firearms even though he's a fucking rat exterminator. He's like
You
the
may never
realest
know.
rat
You may never
exterminator ever.
Listen,
And he
rats
just treats
can-
these vampires like vermin.
Bob, rats are very violent. I think having a firearm on the side of you is very important. You know, because the giant rats, they can jump at you. I mean, have you played Dark Souls?
Yeah, there's a lot of rats.
I mean, remember the plague rats in Dark
Fuck
Souls?
that.
Those ROUSs, man, they ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you bring a gun to fight that?
No.
So you'd rather just...
I'd just throw something at
Just
it.
German suplex
So
it
that
to
it
the
could
ground.
look at you funny and be like, get the fuck off my lawn?
I don't know. Whatever. Shit. Anyway.
I mean, really,
So, I don't really have much to say. It was pretty good. I'll probably watch the second season. Just, I guess because the pacing was so, like, it took a while for things to really get going. But, like, maybe season 2 will be better. I also watched...
More build up than stuff going on, man?
Yeah, because it took a while for, like, the shit to hit the fan. Like,
That's what Outbreak things
once the
usually
shit
have.
hit the fan, it was cool, but, like, then...
Because it starts with, like, they're slowly realizing the threat. And then the threat.
It had a really Guillermo del Toro type style to it, so that's what kept me watching. But I also watched, what was it called? I watched Rick and Morty, all of that, and that was great. Really funny. I still need to actually watch.
We gotta Let's Play Roy.
I still need to actually like finish. Wait, did I actually talk about watching Rick and Morty on the last podcast?
No.
Okay.
I think
we've never talked about Rick and Morty, so we should talk about Rick
Mentioned
and
it.
Morty.
I think we've talked about it, but I don't think we
Yeah,
talked
I
about it.
finished it. I finished the
Fine.
first season, and it's great. I still need to watch the second season.
Oh, you haven't watched any?
Not yet.
Oh, so you didn't get what I was talking about?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
well, when you see it, you'll get it.
Uh,
It takes some time. I'm surprised you haven't watched any. I thought you were gonna...
I keep forgetting. Like, I keep saying that I am, and
Is
then
there
I
more
just
missing
forget.
receipts?
It hasn't been amazing yet. It's only been 2 episodes, but...
Spencer told me it's been amazing.
Speaking of things you watched, Lee, Uncle Seuss, also watched the following. He pretty much has some of the same problems that you had.
Yeah. I didn't even bother watching the second and third seasons.
He was like, it's alright, but you really gotta suspend your disbelief for some of this shit.
Yeah.
Based off his killings off of Poe.
Yeah, like, so what else did I watch? I watched, I started watching Gangsta, which is really good. Not much to say about it because I watched like 2 episodes. Same with Dragon Ball Super.
It's so hype I have to avoid fucking GIFs.
Yeah, it's
GIFs, how the fuck
it's
you
pretty,
pronounce them?
like, the hype doesn't act, like, apparently the hype doesn't happen really until like the 4th or 5th episode, but like,
And
once
the only
it hits, it hits.
And the only good thing from Super is Vegeta's Vacation. It's the only good thing I've taken.
I don't know if I want to start watching Super now or just wait for the dub.
Honestly, like it looks like it has like some side things, but it looks like it's just rehashing Battle of the Gods.
Well, that's what they're doing at first to catch people up because
so that's why I'm kind of.
It's not rehashing the whole story.
They're trying. They're basically.
Battle of the Gods is probably gonna be like 5 or 6 episodes. This is like a year after Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like
they're doing the whole.
What I think they're gonna end up.
Thing.
Yeah. What I think they're gonna do is have like maybe 10 or so episodes dedicated to Battle of the Gods, and then they're gonna go on to like a new plot. That's what I think.
It's gonna go into Resurrection F.
I don't think so because not to spoil it because I know we're about to see it.
Woo! Cool.
Apparently it doesn't really mean much as Battle of the Gods in the main canon from what I understand. I don't know exactly how that is, but apparently it'll make sense to you once you watch the movie. It's this seems like just an isolated thing.
I'll probably be more
less canon than Battle of the Gods.
I'll probably be more interested in really watching Super when the English dub comes out because as I told you, I feel like Dragon Ball Z's like that thing that like the English dub makes Dragon Ball Z more entertaining for Americans.
Yeah,
and like the Japanese kind of makes it into Japanese.
It's one of those things that if you didn't start with the Japanese dub, then you probably missed the boat by now.
I can't believe I forgot to talk about another like ongoing show that's happening right now, Mr. Robot. That is a good fucking show, and I think if you're a geek and you want like a real geek show that actually portrays hacking in a way that's not stupid and actually like. Cool.
It's not people slapping a keyboard. Oh, I'm sending the cookies to the mainframe.
Yeah.
You're trying to lock me out.
No, it's actually
firewall.
It's a really cool like modern drama type like show, and it's on the USA Network of all things, who apparently never gets good shows.
Yeah, they do. They
Burn Notice is okay.
They had Psych and Burn Notice.
Yeah.
I guess recently.
You've never watched Burn Notice? It's actually pretty good.
I guess recently, like speaking. But one thing I will say is like the main character, the second the main character started having his negative monologues, it felt like some of the negative monologues that I'd be having about people, that I see myself having about people at work and just society and everything. I kind of connect
Bob,
with
you don't
him.
have to be so judgmental.
I know. Like he's really relatable if you're like a geeky kid who just hates people.
That was a young.
Oh,
yeah.
So people with Bob go watch it.
Yeah. No, but just in general, watch it. It's and it's from the creator of Girl with Dragon Tattoo. If you like that, I've never watched Girl with Dragon Tattoo, so I can't tell.
But a fine recommendation.
So watch Mr. Robot and then follow it up by watching both Mike Birbiglia's stand-ups and just feel completely like Bob, and then you'll have a clue.
Yes. But yeah, then that's pretty much it. Like and I'm also really hyped for I'm hyped as fuck because they're doing another Garou anime, and this time they're getting a different artist because the first Garou anime they got the Shaman King artist on board. Second season, Zetman, Tiger and Bunny.
Nice.
Yeah, and the protagonist is going to be female. And they showed like a silhouettes of all the main characters, and I'm hype as fuck. Like it's a blacked out silhouette, but I'm like, from the proportions, I like it. And the first one,
and the CG, and like if it's the same
team,
like
if
you've seen Tiger and Bunny, then you know they can do CG.
Yeah, and Garou had pretty good CG too. Like the first anime, it was a little. here and there, framey, but like mostly good.
I wasn't speaking against the first season. I was just speaking for the second.
Yeah,
season.
no, I was just saying.
We're friends.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that was pretty much it though. That's pretty much it. I'm also hyped for Street Fighter.
Differing opinions, you bastard! I'll kill you.
So let's get into our main topic of discussion.
I'm not done
Chichi-
yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna cap this off.
We had a main topic.
Speaking of Garo, I got drunk and accidentally watched the first episode of the original Garo.
Oh,
It's really fucking good. I like it.
Are you
and
sure
like
that's
the main-
not drunk talking or?
I'm sure because I was sober by the end of the
I need to
episode.
actually get into live action Garo because
It was so
anime
hype
a
it
lot.
sobered you up quite quick.
Because I like the protagonist is just such a fucking straight face, fucking whatever guy. It's like, I'm gonna buy this painting. You might be a monster. Pulls out the fucking the green Zippo lighter of Are You a Monster or Not? And he's like, oh no, you found me out. And the CG monster, it looked pretty good. It looked really good.
Better than Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
It has more of a budget.
Yep. And then he fucked him up. He was like, I'm gonna buy this. See you later. He's like, oh wait, you forgot to pay for the painting. Oh man. And also, I forgot to mention that I went to a concert on Wednesday. I went to go see Deftones and Incubus. And it was really good.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thank you once again, Uncle Seuss.
Uncle Seuss is in our hearts
Yes.
and in our wallets.
And also I was watching, also brought to me by Uncle Seuss was the freaking my
Today's podcast is brought to you by Uncle Seuss.
my ninja fucking all those salt videos by my ninja.
Oh,
So much salt.
we'll link the video in the description. Like I forgot
Just
the guy's
like his
name.
channel. There's too many salt videos.
Oh wait, hold up. Are you talking about the
That's what I think.
Are you talking about the Rising Thunder Salt stuff?
No,
What?
Oh.
I'm talking
Oh,
about. There's this dude who has a YouTube channel called My Ninja.
Oh.
MIANIJE. I don't remember how to spell it. But anyway, it's just like
Salt.
FGC, like a compendium of FGC salt.
Good. I need to find him to learn about salt.
Just back-to-back videos of just salt.
Good.
It's ridiculous. And then like, freaking apparently, Maximilian got owned by Ed Boon. Like what was it? Last year or something?
Wait,
You look so shocked.
no, because Ed Boon.
Because there was he
That
put
was
up
a delayed reaction too.
He put up I think it was
Look at Dan not paying attention to this.
no, it was this year.
I am paying
'Cause,
attention.
He's getting hyped.
I think it was before Ken was announced, and it was like, oh, you can't have a Street Fighter without Ken. That's like having a. Okay, Dan, there you go. All right, he's doing his waiting for the funk dance, I guess. But anyway, he was like a Street Fighter without Ken. That's like having a Mortal Kombat without Scorpion. Oh wait, and then he put up a screenshot of the character, like the choose your character screen from MK3.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ed Boon was like, "Well, that's what the next installment is for," and he showed the screen for MK Gold.
Oh my god.
Winky face.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh god damn it!" Max probably fell out of his fucking chair.
Oh, man. I want to meet him. I want to shake his hand.
No, we've already met Ed Boon.
Max.
Oh, but to say because Ed Boon's been on the show.
My name is Maximilian, and I am going to shake your hand.
And speaking of getting salty,
Totally sounds
And
like that.
speaking
That
of
is
getting
the best
salty-
impression I've ever heard in my life.
That's how he always starts his video. Well, my name is Maximilian, and I.
Hey guys, what's going on? That's how I hear it.
What's going on, gamers? Maximilian here. Oh,
Yeah.
That's how he ends his video. My name is Maximilian. I'll see you next time.
Sounds like Peanut Butter Game where they all sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
Peanut Butter Gamer.
All
All right, so about Max and about being salty, Street Fighter, and Ken's new look, and how you're boring if you're like, I want a regular Ken back.
Yeah, right?
Like, get
He's
out
not
of here.
Ryu with blonde hair and not the bandana.
See, and I don't like
He's
that
not
people are
Ryu.
judging his face off like that
Bandana
fucking really
headband.
poor quality screenshot that everybody keeps using. Even Max is guilty. When I saw that tweet, he used that fucking leaked screenshot, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know better. You know better. There's actually they're up. His model looks a little bit better now. Like,
Speaking of faces bothering me, I'm sorry, but randomly with Final Fantasy X, like the reason why I can't play that game again is because like even the HD version, their faces still bother me like a lot.
That's that artist.
And like, and the thing is that also like I've just seen like random like how like, they have like the water effect with like people's faces and shit. Like
Makes you feel.
like I saw like Tidus's face and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Like it just looked really distorted to the point where I'm just like, I feel like you're just like stretching like the person's face like back and forth just to
the same thing
have water
happens
effects.
with the same thing happens with Final Fantasy 8 and 13. All his games, his character designs like look the fucking same.
It's not even the fact they look the same. It's just their faces are just fucking bothering me.
I want to say
they're
Kingdom
really
Hearts, but I
weird.
think they actually
Even
look
like
different.
in 13, at least the faces
more
don't bother
cartoony.
me as much.
I guess, but it's like it's when you watch a CG cutscene.
Sora's face looks
Snow
like a little
looks like
stretch.
Tidus. He has the same face.
Okay, but it's not as like horrible looking.
Yeah.
I'd rather look at Snow's face as opposed to Tidus, just because it's not as like distorted and creepy. To
They're
look
both
at.
shitty characters.
They're both shitty characters, but at least Snow has a better face.
And now a Street Fighter PSA by Leon.
The heroes always win. You want to talk, man? Fucking Snow. Yeah, and Sora's face is just Sion Barzan's from the Bouncer.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Dan doesn't know.
So-
Anyway.
Back
No,
to
'cause
Street
I was
Fighter
like-
and back to Ken. And his
Oh, that's
fucking-
Sora.
And back to you'll get your fucking DLC of your regular Ken.
His plastic hair.
His Ken
hair
doll
looks
hair.
okay.
His Play-Doh hair and Vega's plastic hair.
I've said this before, but I
It
think
does
it's
look
worth
Play-Doh.
repeating. I prefer the hairstyle over Soul Calibur 5's glossy laminated machine hairstyle, where everybody's hair is reflective and shiny and clean and
Pretty
pristine,
shiny.
which is weird for the time period it takes place in.
They can't have shiny hair?
No, it doesn't look pristine. It looks like they put a lot of grease in their hair.
Yeah,
They just
actually.
lathered that grease.
Just it doesn't look like real hair.
They took a pig and just like rubbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
so-
pigs existed.
So
What's his
it-
bacon
I
grease
think
doing
it
in my
works.
pan?
I think it's weird, but it works, and Nicoli's hair looks great, which is all that matters.
Yeah, it looks like they put extra graphics aside just for the Collie's hair.
Yeah.
Here comes
And the rest-
evil on
And the rest of
wheels.
the characters' hair is fine too. Like Birdie's hair is fine, Ryu's hair is fine.
Well,
too.
Birdie's hair doesn't really have to do anything but move back and forward.
It's really the gut that needs to move now.
Yeah.
Cammy's hair looks fine, even though her pigtail still gets stuck on her shoulder.
Cammy looks like Cammy.
Yeah. But anyway,
People are mad at her face too. They say it looks
whatever.
Like
I don't like it.
I feel like they keep getting like screenshots of their face at like weird angles.
Exactly. She
The only
looks
com-
fine.
The only complaint I has like Ken does look like he has Play-Doh on his head. It looks like he got bald and he's like, you know what? I can't afford
It doesn't
fake
look
hair.
like that.
Play-Doh.
But it doesn't really look like that in motion.
No, he
though.
just pressed on his stomach and hair grew out of his head.
It doesn't really look like that in motion, though. I'll say that.
His animations look awesome as
Yeah.
shit.
But I guess since we're kind of semi-pressed,
Maybe I have to see. Whatever.
since we're semi-pressed for time, let's get what's
Not
our
really.
main-
We have until 10:30 maybe.
No, we need an hour.
You sure?
Yeah, and then we need like a good 15 minutes to get tickets.
Ah.
So I'd say
15
like
minutes to get tickets.
so, like just in case they get sold out. You
I
don't know
got
how
a
many
point.
people are gonna be there.
It's 11.
Yeah,
And,
but you don't know.
But it's Dragon Ball Z. It's the hypest thing in the,
The
world.
first day it
Kaiser
sold
Neko
over
voices
$1
a character.
million, Dan. It sold over $1 million in box office on first day.
In one theater, which
Yeah.
is the one that we're going to. $1 million in one theater.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Look, I just like getting to places in timely manner.
Hopefully, our secret underground
Time's
Dave's
right there, by
movie
the way.
theater for him and his bros will still have tickets.
Yeah, Dave.
And this is like the first time I'm actually going to be in this sketchy ass movie theater set. This
Yes.
We are in Queens.
Oh, it's in Queens. See, that's what that's what I asked Bob. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, we're going to Dave's secret underground movie theater. I'm like, I don't know where that is though.
Well,
But he
now
never
you know.
actually answered.
Now
So
you
now I
know.
figured it out. It's in Queens.
Anyway, now what are we talking about?
What's the
I don't know.
topic?
You're just like, oh, let's go on to the main topic. I don't know what the main topic is though.
Ken looks awesome with his fiery ass spin kicks. Nicole looks awesome with his evil on wheels.
And then you hit the secret switch.
To evil metal face.
Yes.
Lose 5-wheel drive.
With his super Mayan God Super Saiyan transformation.
No one's gonna get that.
Yeah, they will.
You don't link it?
What?
The video?
What, the Steel Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Good.
But anyway, that and also fucking New Vega.
Yeah. He looks cool.
New Vega looks fucking cool.
And it's crazy that they're
and he's
actually
not garbage when you knock his claw off now, because now he has a whole new like set of moves. He looks amazing.
Yeah.
They actually changed his moveset when his...
hell, like
goes
they
off.
even
I didn't
if
notice
you want
in the
even
show
more of a
'cause
change.
I don't know much about Vega's movesets.
You want even more of a change, he's not a charge character anymore. He has normal motions. Like quarter circles and Shoryuken motions and stuff.
Which is people are gonna be upset about that.
Yeah, I think
He's
so.
not shirtless.
I think so, but at the same time, I think it's going to make the execution
miss
of
that
his
little
moves easier.
What?
So then, at the
I
end
do
of the
miss his
day,
shirtless.
it's like, well, I'll just get used to it pretty quickly.
Yeah, Vega.
Nah, people can't
Vega,
get
it
used to
feels
shit.
like Vega wasn't a good option for like the longest time, cause he's like, for a long ass time he wasn't a really good character. He's always been like bottom tier, right?
Not always.
Like mid to bottom.
Street Fighter 2 and I know, like in Street Fighter 2 Alpha and
Well, I'm not
Capcom.
counting 2. That's the breaking point of a long ass time.
Yeah. I think the last game he was really good in was Capcom versus SNK 2. He was really good in that game. Well, that's because he was one of the many characters in that game to have a recycled alpha sprite. So that, no frames on his fucking moves. So
Well, saying that a Capcom character was good in Capcom vs SNK 2 isn't even fair.
I guess, but he was particularly good.
E Honda was a wild world.
But I think the first game he was like terrible in was 4. Like, I mean, there's been a lot of 4s, so he hasn't. I guess he's pretty good now, like in Ultra. But think about that. That took like the 5th entry in 4 for him to be good.
There have been a lot of.
And even then, they're a better character.
No, he meant
Persona 4.
No, he meant there's a lot of iterations.
A lot
of Street Fighter 4.
Been Tekken 4.
Okay, stop.
Been Street Fighter
Anyway.
4.
Okay.
Stop.
Please.
Mortal Kombat 4. Oh, go on.
You're cute. Yeah, no, I'm pretty hyped for Vega. Not much else to say about that. Oh, and I don't think we did. Oh no, we didn't talk about it. Like their new download DLC plan. I like it a lot. It makes sense.
You
It
earn money
fucking
to get it.
Makes sense.
You can earn in-game fight bucks to buy characters.
Yeah. Like, I
Okay.
mean, the game's going to have a core roster of 16, which is already better than when KI came out. And then they're going to keep updating it with more characters, but you don't have to pay your money for it. So you can just unlock it.
Well, if
like
you're good at the game.
Yeah. But still, it's there. It's a feature.
No, yeah.
And it's especially there for if you don't care to buy a character. Like, oh no, Blanca was announced. I fucking hate Blanca. I'm not buying Blanca. You don't have to worry about that anymore, because now you can just earn Blanca so people can shut up.
You can earn Blanca bucks.
I'm not paying. You can now justifiably say, I didn't pay money for this character.
It's a steal. Woo!
Blanca, not on my PS4.
It's been Blanca blocked.
Yeah. So I guess
Eagle and
On
Alex
another
better
side,
get
on
the game.
another fight, on the other side of the fighting game block that's not doing so well, but will probably, arguably, be doing well soon. SNK was bought again.
again. Oh boy.
By who?
By a Chinese company that I don't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
That none of us know anything about.
Please
But
get
there's
ex-
a lot of there's a lot of Chinese companies that are on the upswing. Like free to play is kind of a
Well, because their video game market is now expanding because now
Yeah.
it's open to them.
I
So they
wanna-
probably
and
want to get some
also
stuff.
like it was a Chinese company that also made Xiao Dojo Won't, which was the not King of Fighters
Yeah, but it's like, didn't they?
Well, I guess
wasn't
that
there
makes
some China
sense, though.
thing?
that actually has 2 King of Fighters characters in it now.
Yeah.
So,
I'm skeptical because whenever SNK gets bought out, it never ends well. So I'm just gonna remain like, I needed to see.
but
You
with
know?
Playmore, they made like no announcements as to what they were doing with SNK. They just kind of bought them, and then things happened,
I mean,
and
honestly,
then nothing happened, and then Pachinko happened, and now they're being bought again.
what's the
Yeah.
worst that could happen? They've been doing nothing.
Yeah, the worst that could happen is they keep doing nothing. Like, this company's like, we want to actually use the brands. I'm like, what, though? I'm worried that you mean by, like, mobile games.
They literally said they want to go with a Marvel-type style of...
crossover?
No, they want to go with the Marvel...
fighting game?
No. They want to go with the way Marvel is doing their shit right now with like the media push. Like,
okay.
We might see some new King of Fighters animes. We might see anime. The plural of anime is anime, everyone.
So giving their product out to like
actually.
I don't know English. Shit.
So
it's
pushing
Japanese.
So
I don't know Japanese English.
So like what? So like
I don't know Japanese, nigga.
So what Nintendo's doing? Well, do you mean like just in like visual media wise or like product wise?
Product wise, like they.
So like what Nintendo's like giving their assets to like other people so like more stuff can be made. Like now.
Maybe not Nintendo wise. Oh, they're no. I think they're gonna do all the pushing themselves. Like,
okay.
Well, they'd have to give it.
They'd have to reach out to people.
Yeah, if they want to make like manga or manhwa and an anime or two and some more game. Well, they don't really have to reach out for more games.
We'll see how.
I'm sure they'll get
out.
like.
I'm
what are those figures called?
I'm gonna remain skeptical.
Yeah, they should definitely like. All fighting games should be calling up PlayArts Kai or whatever freaking...
The one that Capcom uses.
Whatever figure makers and just be making fighting game figures.
Yeah. KI's getting on that figure
They
game
look
now.
so good. I want them so much.
And at least how, like, I might be asking too much for this, but I also like it when they have, like, the alternate color scheme. Like,
yeah.
At least one alternate color scheme, because Capcom did that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when I went to Toys R Us, the first one that I saw was like blue skin Ken.
Yeah, blue
not
blue Ken.
Not blue skin.
so Smurf Ken.
Yeah, so hopefully this
Blue
means
Bango
that
Ken.
SNK is going to be on the upswing instead of the constantly ever dying shambling zombies that is run by the freaking CEO that's a drinking cup bird, and the hobo and a broken fax machine.
About to say, like, it's not on the downswing
Also
because that would have to imply that they've been swinging for a while.
Yeah. But I guess the super duper main topic of tonight, FNAF 4, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's: The Revengeing.
Yes.
Why is that a topic? I thought we never cared about
because
that.
they need to run back.
I thought we never cared about the series.
They need to run back vengeance.
We need
Also,
to do
I want to talk about the fucking the game theory guy, Matt Pat, getting fucking owned by Scott.
Did he?
The dude who made Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah?
Huh.
Yeah. Because
what happened?
He was first of all, he got faked out because, well, everybody got faked out because he announced that Five Nights was going to come out in October.
Right.
He dropped it early, and Matt Pat was looking to drop it before he dropped Five Nights, but he was like, well, fuck.
It's out now, so I gotta do it.
And so he did an entire video about, like, well, the bite of 87, it bit off the child's frontal lobe, but the frontal lobe is needed for fear, and you can't have nightmares, and it's not a theory, it's a game theory. And,
how the plot.
And Matt Pat was like, "What did you think you saw in that game? It's you're a little off base, but I look forward to your next video. Winky face." And from what I heard, Matt Pat deleted that comment off of his video.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man.
See, I mean, I looked into his whole thing, and it does make sense though with the whole lobotomy thing. Like,
yeah, but if you watch the actual cutscene, it's not the kid like didn't strictly get his frontal lobe bitten off. They threw his head into the mouth of Freddy, and it was just the whole head got just crunched down.
Where did they? I'm not that big with the Five Nights.
So his head got like a deformed.
Did they mention the frontal lobe in that one, or I assume
they mentioned it in the first game. But,
okay,
but the
I have
first
no
game,
idea about that game because I just
so how could you convey
people,
like what
people
what they're biting off when it's like pixelated art? If they
the frontal lobe is literally this, all of this. If you would have
Your
like
forehead?
yeah, all right.
Wait, your frontal lobe.
But if they specifically said frontal lobe, like did they say in writing in the first game frontal lobe?
No, you get a call from phone guy.
But it's clearly said frontal lobe then.
Yeah.
Then I don't blame Matt Pat then. Because like come on, like it's a pixelated thing and
It's
like,
pixelated, but the frontal lobe is such a big part of the head that you can. You know what I mean? You
I
can
know, but
animate
like
that.
But it's like in a news report, like on.
It wasn't in a news report. It was.
Well, the guy that was working there knew it and said it. So
he wasn't working there at the time. The first game takes place way ahead in the future. So what he said could have been hearsay.
oh boy, Scott, you have a real masterpiece on your hands.
Eh.
We're finding about how a child got something bitten off.
I don't even think it's worth arguing, and I don't think Matt Pat should have deleted that comment. That wasn't very tactful.
Professional.
Doesn't sound like
that
him.
wasn't
That
tactful.
sounds weird.
And as for like the whole series in general, I do gotta say, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I actually kind of like it. I like the idea behind it because it's sound cue based,
But
which
why is it,
basically
like-
makes it much harder to let's play. Like, you know, like everybody's about let's playing these Five Nights at Freddy's games, but then hey, this one comes out where you need to focus. You can't just be talking and shit. Like, you need to actually pay attention to the sound cues. He basically threw a wrench into the whole thing.
But
But
that's
your boy Markiplier, the fucking master of Five Nights at Freddy's,
Markiplier
still doing it.
I do respect that. I do respect.
I'm the king of Five Nights at Freddy's.
I do respect that.
I feel like he did do that for fun because that would be. I mean, for him to like throw a wrench for Let's Players, that would be. I don't know. That would be bad for him because I feel like that's where he gets most of his
I was
market
gonna bring
from.
up the whole like the gameplay's the idea of the gameplay is great, but the stories,
Yeah, the
Then
gameplay in
you
that
covered that already, but even still, I feel like it's
on Smoke Break. By the
something
way,
that-
let's give context. This was a conversation in the Smoke Break.
Yes.
The first conversation will be in the link.
Yes.
Will be linked below.
So
Okay, 'cause
now
I
that
even
I've
get that,
actually
'cause I wasn't even there.
looked more into.
So you know what? I gotta figure this out because I'm just like,
Yeah.
what is deep about this game? Okay, I guess
There's
I'll figure it
lore.
out. I guess
There's
I'll
actual lore.
I guess I'll figure it out.
Just watch.
Before, Bob was just like, fuck that game, fuck it, and no one cares about it. Now you're just like, oh, Five Nights at Freddy 4, Bing High 4.
Listen,
so
this is the
now
same guy that goes on Facebook saying, the Super Bowl? Pfft, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna go play my video game.
Here we go.
Super Bowl, more like Super Bro.
You've already made this point, you piece of shit.
Really cool guy on
I
Twitter.
mean,
on
who's the
Facebook.
real
All
piece
right.
of shit though? DJ or
Fuck you.
or
Anyway,
cool guy Bob?
you're a
Well,
piece of
little
shit.
both.
I have that video on private, by the way, so I can just put it up every year.
That's the best.
Anyway. So, my view on the series now is I don't hate it as much as I used to now that I have an understanding of it, but I now have a kind of like new view on it. I feel like the reason why I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's is because it's not something I can really get invested in, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I can't really connect with the main character because he's kind of a just faceless
The
guy.
main character shifts from each game.
But still, it's like there's really little characterization.
Yeah.
Well, because it's more about the revolving plot around the animatronics.
But
I would say the animatronics are more the main character than the main character.
is more or less supposed to be you. Like,
Yeah, I guess. But see, I don't know, like...
FNAF 4, no, though, because it is
Yeah,
based
that's
on
an
the
actual
kid.
character.
Every other game, though, I do agree with you. It is based on you.
Yeah. But I will say that...
That's why I thought it was
Like-
weird to have like an actual figure as the main character in FNAF 4 because I felt it worked better
I
with
feel
just
like-
an unnameless character to be you.
It's
I feel
called
like
FNAF.
yeah, it's just like...
That's the abbreviation for all you cool people on the Reddit.
Anyway, to make my point, I feel like I'd
I'm
be
just
more...
confused.
I feel like I'd actually like the games more if I could be invested in the characters, if I could, like... If there was a discernible goal, and if I could, like, kind of be more immersed, because how are you supposed to tell me that this fucking security guard keeps his job after the first night? Are you fucking kidding me? With that paycheck? Fuck no! No!
How much do you get paid?
$104!
Bob looking for realism in video games.
No, but like horror
They're going to
games.
say that Goosebumps
Okay, are
should be
you
more
really saying
in-depth
this-
and dark.
What he's getting at is, in order for you to be this character and put yourself in this character's shoes, you have to have some sort of.
You have to be paid more.
You have to have some sort of empathy, some sort of reason to come back, and you're like, "Why the fuck is this?" But instead, it's like night 2, and you're like, "Why the fuck is this guy doing this?"
Yeah.
Like Cheshire. I watched the
Because
Cheshire Cat.
he's trying to live out his dreams of being a security guard.
I watched
And
the
dreams
Cheshire.
die.
You could do it somewhere else.
And dream.
Yeah. I watched the Cheshire Cat podcast.
Work at
Like
McDonald's.
their whole thing.
Listen, Macy's Kent doesn't hire. Okay, I'm sorry. Macy's isn't hiring a security guard.
But yeah, we watched the Cheshire Cat podcast, and they had a real like in-depth discussion about
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's and horror in general.
Yeah, it was a really, really good discussion, and it went further in than what I thought. But one thing I did pick up from it was also, like, had they have made the game, like, 5 hours at Freddy's, maybe that would have been, like, a little more believable, because you're trapped in this place for 5... It's not like 5 nights. It's not like, okay, oh no, I had a really terrible first night. Can't wait to go for the next night.
Yep.
Like, it'd
Well,
be...
that was a fluke. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
I wouldn't have to suspend my disbelief as much, you know?
See, I feel that works because, like, that's, like, the huge trope with, like, horror movies, how, like, the protagonists are just stupid idiots.
Yeah, like, don't go... But this is, like, beyond stupid. This is, like, there's horrifying, evil animatronics in your fucking... in your place.
Or maybe if it was like 5 nights, but each night it was a different person. Like the first guy got killed, and then the second guy...
Yeah.
I mean, but that's
The
just...
second guy
But-
also died, and then like... And then like the third night, it's like a fucking armed security guard, and then like the fourth night is like a detective trying to figure out what's actually going on.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's like, you know, Pat, like, doing his game theories. It's a theory. It's like, it's not in clear writing for you. You don't really know. So I feel like if there was more...
I think that's what gives it more of a thing, because, like, there's, like, plot there, but there's, like, little breadcrumbs to lead to, like, other interpretations.
But I feel like... I don't know, just like... I feel like it'd be more compelling if there was a reason to go on, other than just, like, working night by night. I feel like if it was, like, trying to escape this horrifying fucking funhouse for, like, 5 hours, then... Because they had a whole thing about, like, what kind of horror game would you make, and they talked about, like, what was it? Like a
carnival.
Like a theme park. You're trapped in a theme park,
Broken
and there's
down
this,
old shitty theme park, and you're being followed by this murderous clown.
yeah, and then there's like 8 different ways you can escape from it. But then there's like a lot of like interactive things, like all the doors are rusted, so like that'd make noise and attract the murder clown to you. Like I feel like there's a lot you can do with this idea.
I want that game, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. That's a fucking awesome idea. I hope somebody who's a developer was watching that. But yeah, like I like the idea. Okay, so after the research and everything, I like the idea. I've warmed up to the idea of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I like the idea of 4 because 4 sound cues, and that's a brilliant way to actually do an innovative horror game. Because it's sound cues, you need to pay attention, and it throws the YouTubers for a loop, except Markiplier.
Speaking of YouTubers, fucking, there's a giant backlash going on with not even giant. It's gonna fucking end in like a couple of days.
With what?
Like PewDiePie, because he doesn't care about the Five Nights franchise anymore. He's like, I don't really like.
It's run its course to him.
Yeah, and they were like,
I can't blame him.
And they was like, do the video. He was like, I don't want to play the game anymore. He was like, do the video. I was like, all right, I'll do the freaking video. And he did the video, and like, he was thoroughly like,
He's a prissy asshole.
I guess unentertained during the video, because like he was playing the game, and like he wasn't jumping, he wasn't faking any reaction, because to be honest, like the jump scares in the game are basically the same in every game.
Yeah.
And now he's like used to them, and he's like, oh,
You become dull to them
yeah,
because
he's
you
like,
expect
here
them.
it
Like,
comes.
well, it happens.
Like, shut the fuck up. This guy doesn't want to play the game. He doesn't want to play the game.
And now people like, no, you didn't play it right. Why didn't you at least fake some reaction or something?
That's why the viewer isn't always right.
Yeah.
Like you have to stick with your guns. You don't like a game, don't fucking play it.
And don't
then
tell me how to make my content because you came for me.
Yeah, I already don't look, PewDiePie. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a great guy, but like
he's a great guy that makes millions.
Yeah, like and I'm not gonna say he's not without his success, but I don't really care for him. And I don't really like that he kind of gave in to the peer pressure, you know? Like, he should speak for himself.
I mean, well, you have to understand, like, you know, there is...
I would have probably did the same thing just to be like, see, this is what you asked for.
That's what he basically... I guess that's... Yeah, in that case, yeah. That's basically what he did.
Just to show them what they thought they wanted.
There's an even ground between... It's the same thing with, like, WWE. It's like, there's yeah, we know what we're doing, but at the same time, sometimes you do need to listen to the fan because, like, you can't have one or the other. You need the fan base to help you thrive, and you need yourself to do the creativity, and I feel like you need to have both. I mean,
the same thing with, like, going back to the WWE comparison, what they need to do is kind of what...
Stop living in the Stone Age?
They need to listen to the crowd and then also make them think that you're not listening to them, and then like subvert their expectations, and then do something like either better or different but still good.
Yeah.
See, but and in this case, it's like there's a difference between doing it for the fans and then the fans peer pressuring you into doing it. And you know what? And really looking at it, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that he did it to show I don't fucking care anymore. Stop asking me to play these games.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lose subscribers probably, but good. Like then that just shows who is the people who actually give a shit about him are. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he's loaded anyway. So like, what is?
But that's not good to be so full of yourself to be like, I could lose a few, because then that makes it.
Yeah, in the end. But I'm just saying, it's not like a big loss for him.
No, it's not being.
Well, not in that regard, but like if he keeps on with that mindset.
No, it's not being conceited. It's more like the people who came for me are going to stay for me because I'm doing the content that I want to do.
Yeah.
And like, the people who fuck off because they're like, oh, you're not doing the thing. I told you to do the thing in the comment section. You do the thing. Why do you do the thing? No. You didn't come here for that. You came here for me.
Like he's not like a robot to be commanded.
Yeah.
That is the main concept. If you suggest a game, then I like the game. I'll go play the game. But like, I'm not at your beck and call. You came because I entertain you. Yeah.
That's the main concept with YouTube. Like, you do like what's popular, and this doesn't sound like an ass. I mean, we do this because we do love it. Like, the main thing is like you do what like everyone likes to see, and then once you have like the full fan base.
Star Fox Adventure?
I don't know.
Besides me,
exactly.
Besides me. I mean, I'm like the only crowd for the game.
But like you do what like fans like, and then once you have the fan base, because the hardest thing to do, and like we've been having a hard time with it, is getting eyes on the product. That's the hardest thing you could possibly do for your channel. It's getting the product out. There is challenge with like making it, but the hardest thing is getting it out to people and having their eyes on it. But once you have the fan base, you can pretty much essentially really do what you really want to do. It's more or less like so. PewDiePie, the moment, has that luxury to do it.
PewDiePie. PewDiePie, like I don't like those Let's Players like really all that much.
I don't like those people.
Those Let's Players. I only watch high grade entertainment. I think they're the scum of the earth.
I don't like looking at their face. They
don't think
get that fuck shit my webcam.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're the scum of the earth. They're just not my thing. It's not my style. Like they just mostly do like the made in a month horror video games.
Bob calls PewDiePie
like
Happy Wheels.
Like it's just not my thing.
I hated that.
But PewDiePie. I do appreciate that he stuck with his guns, playing that, and just acted thoroughly uninterested. Good.
He didn't act thoroughly uninterested. He was thoroughly uninterested.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like he was thoroughly uninterested.
Didn't play it up or anything.
Good.
Yeah,
fucking good. Raw emotion.
I hate it when people
A little bit
fucking
of respect.
look their nose down. Like, nobody gives a fuck who you hate. Hey, get off your fucking high horse. Oh, I hate Markiplier and PewDiePie.
Good for you.
I don't say that. I just say they're not my thing.
Fuck off.
Whatever. If that's your thing that you like to watch.
And if you do
I don't
go on
judge.
about that, you better damn sure have facts to support yourself, because then you're just gonna look
The only
like an
people
ass.
Well, you don't
I
need
judge-
facts
Really?
to give your opinion, but
Well, if it's opinions without base, then you're just gonna come off looking like an ass, you know.
you hoity-toity.
You can still have your opinion, but if there's no base to your bias, then you're gonna look like an asshole.
Well, you don't really need a base for a bias either, because it's bias.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Bias base.
It's
The two words is answer.
winding down though.
Oh, I don't like. Then why are you even talking about it? Like,
I guess.
who gives a shit? If you don't give a shit as much as you like to say you don't, then you wouldn't be talking about them right now.
But it's the popular thing.
I just say they're not my thing. I don't say I hate them. Yeah. Like if you like them.
I'm talking about people, like, cause
Yeah.
you and we've all seen those guys.
Yeah. Like, oh, you watch Game Grumps? Oh, fuck you. I hate them. I mean, I don't really like them either, but, you know, I don't...
I check in on them every now
Yeah.
and then.
Just burning the bridges, aren't we?
Anyway,
So anyway...
let's not go on about people
Just
we
putting
hate.
carousel on
Just-
the bridges and burning them.
Okay, so...
Yeah, fuck you, Markiplier. Fuck you, PewDiePie. Fucking the best friends I buy to. More like the best friends I fuck, boys.
Best friends Daibatsu!
So, they need to fucking die.
Yeah,
Why should have beat Matt when we had him cornered?
Wow, we don't wish death on you, best friends. We love you. So, winding
All you
down...
guys keep stacking your bread and entertaining the masses.
Yes.
Indeed.
Winding down, though, what are you guys getting hyped for in the coming, month, I'm assuming, until we record another one?
My new bedroom.
Yeah! Watching more anime.
Actually watching One Piece.
Yeah, you better.
Better.
Watching more of the new anime, like Gangsta,
The fuck is
Ushio
going
and Tora. You know, I'm gonna catch up with Dragon Ball.
Trying to end some of the manga that are in my gigantic bookmark list.
Me too! I'm catching up.
Is Mario Maker coming out in September?
Maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
When is
I wouldn't say I'm high, but
when is Metal Gear coming out?
Oh, September.
If hopefully...
We gotta do Ground Zeroes.
If hopefully...
all together.
Channel.
If hopefully
It'd be a
Legend
short
of Heroes second
video.
chapter comes out, I'm hyped for that. Whenever, because they said
Well,
they
we
said
gotta do
in the
Peace
summer,
Walker.
so whenever the fuck that happens.
I'm like I said, I'm still just gonna be watching anime, reading manga, and probably still playing it. No, not even probably. Definitely still gonna be playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, I'll be going with my cuz Taylor, who has what's the name? Ring Geeks, their podcast, Ring Geeks.
Shout out to Ring Geek.
Shout out to Ring Geeks.
I'll be going with her and her fellow Ring Geeks cast members. Show. To the NXT show in Brooklyn before SummerSlam, because unfortunately we could not go to SummerSlam because that shit got booked super fast.
Isn't that NXT in Brooklyn gonna have Jushin Liger?
Yes, so it's good anyway, and it's gonna have fucking Owens and Finn Balor in the ladder match, so it's gonna be awesome anyway. I'd rather see NXT. I mean, honestly, like, isn't Undertaker gonna be at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
I don't need to see it all, man.
They're gonna be styling and profiling. NXT is the place to be. Woo!
Yeah. While we're plugging stuff, I'd like to plug the YouTube channel Ralph Maffatoni and Gamerate.
Oh.
Gamerate,
A
yes.
little gem that I stumbled across because I met a guy at FNC who happens to be the secondary dude in the videos.
How many subscribers do they have now?
I think maybe 10. Not much. Not enough.
They need to. That feels like one of those series that should have blown up like Boku no Eruption.
Yeah, right? No, I really like basically they do reviews but not really reviews.
I feel like Boku no Eruption had help because he feel like he had friends.
Yeah, and
probably
also
get his
he
word
got
out.
into from second episode onward, wasn't he a part of a channel?
think so, yeah.
I think he's the part of the same channel that
telling you,
Cat
man,
Icarus is a part of,
That's
isn't
the
it?
hardest part of YouTube. You can have like the most amazing thing in the world that you know that people would like. It's just getting eyes on it. It's the hardest fucking thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't want to come off like an asshole to get your name out. Like, here's PewDiePie's channel in the comments. Like, here's a cool thing.
Yeah.
And it's like to, like,
Also, a
things.
way not to network is fucking going to people's videos and be like, hey, could you please give me a shout out? Here's my link in the comment section. Don't do that.
Yeah, really don't. Like, that's not a good way to
You
get...
could build relationships with it. Like, I actually, I shouted at one guy that was doing a Star Fox playthrough. And I said, hey, like, I really like your soothing British voice.
I'd also like
Good
to...
luck with this. We're doing it the same thing.
One more plug I'd like to give is my friend Steve started a podcast called They Play Games. And they don't...
Wait, which Steve?
Steve Mashburn. You probably don't know him.
Oh,
wait, no, you did meet him. He's the professional... Like, the one guy who helped make... he helped test Project M. He was at Joe's house once.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, him and like 3 other dudes started a podcast called They Play Games. They only did 2 episodes. I haven't uploaded in 3 weeks, but give them a listen. Honestly, like, I'm going to tell him I plugged him. Maybe that'll get him on making more, because pretty good.
Maybe some cool guy will be a guest.
No, I have no chance.
That's what you get!
Since we're fucking plugging people, I like whenever we get a new subscriber, I always fucking
This is Plugcast.
always lurk in the shadows and see who subscribed. And there's this dude that subscribed to us called Twit the Shred. He's just, like he
Wait, did you say Shred or Shreg?
Shred.
Damn it.
Twit the Shred.
Sorry,
As
DJ.
in
No,
a guitar.
I thought Shreg followed us.
no Shrek.
Just a metalhead guy who fucking plays guitar and also video games.
Sweet.
Sick.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
man.
maybe we could have some links in the Descript.
Yeah. I gotta
And I'll
watch one of
tag,
his
and I'll
videos
tag the
because-
people that I plugged on Facebook, I guess.
I gotta watch one of his videos because he does this thing where he like shows a list of like fucking bands he's listening to right now.
Yeah. So,
He has some really interesting shit.
alright guys, this is
Bob's Nintendo idiot. Keep on gaming, and I'll see you next time.
Well, DJ, you were talking about the difficulty getting eyes on things, but the next segment we're gonna get our eyes on stuff.
yes!
Time for
Like
some eyes
movies?
on-
Eyes on crap!
Hey, welcome to Eyes on Crash.
We're back. We're back.
But first, we took so long. There's been more fucking Street Fighter updates. And Mika just got announced.
Yeah. She looks hype. Really, really hype. Honestly, I wasn't expected to be hype about her. I'm probably not going to play her, but she looks cool.
Mm-hmm. Her and her partner with their the ultra signature fucking butt driver.
Just put you right in the middle of those cheeks. Just like Vega's face, probably like, I don't want to be in these cheeks. Also, we got the blonde battalion over here. We got our Mika, we got Ken, we got Vega, we got Cammy, we got Birdie. They're really going for those blonde characters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she looks cool in a they updated a character that I really didn't care about in like a cool, like neat way. Where I'm kind of at the point of, I'd fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nice new moves. The V trigger with the fucking. They were probably looking at
Beowulf.
Yeah, at
Definitely.
Beowulf for the get hype system.
Yes, totally. Like, but even Beowulf didn't have like the assists. Like that is such a good idea in my opinion. Like just doing that's so neat.
What else happened? Oh yeah, that fucking you heard that shit where the dudes tried to like, oh, you're talking about shit on me. You talking shit about me on the internet. I'm gonna fucking bring guns and shoot up the Pokemon.
Oh my god!
The Pokemon Championships.
Yes! Yo! I can't! Wow! That whole thing is so stupid. You have no idea how stupid that is. No, you do have an idea. But we both have an idea of how dumb it is, just because it's dumb.
They
Yes.
had an assault rifle, a shotgun, numerous amounts of ammo, and a knife.
They were ready to fucking kill some people.
They were gonna run in and just try to fucking. They was trying to. They played hatred over the weekend. They were like, we're ready,
Yeah.
and then they got caught because somebody actually was like, police. They've been sending us these messages. You might want to check this out.
Yeah, I mean, how dumb, like, I'm not that I wanted these guys to run into the fucking thing and kill people, but how dumb can you be to post pictures of you holding guns, ready to shoot people on the internet?
And saying, like, we're coming to do such and such.
Like, you're basically, like, look. And I'm just using this as an example. I'm not trying to, defile, like, the people who were lost or anything, but the Columbine shooting happened because nobody expected it. In this case, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna, just gonna throw it up there. How stupid are you? Really? It's already stupid that you're going in with guns to a thing like this, trying to kill people. It's stupid if you bring guns anywhere to kill people.
And even so, like, the Columbine kids, they probably could have stopped them too if they paid enough attention. They had, like, manifestos and shit.
Yeah, but
it wasn't as overt as, like, putting up on Twitter, coming down to kill you guys. See you later. See you when we get there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
I love it when people just dry snitch on themselves over the internet. Like,
it is.
People stay getting bagged for dumb shit over Twitter. Like just recently, some lady, like, she was mad that I don't know if her boyfriend, like, cheated or left her or something, but, like, he was with some other girl, and the girl went and scratched the word whore. She spelled it wrong, and it was spelled war. Like, she dropped the H for some reason. It was WORE into their cars, and then, like, but they didn't have any evidence that she did it, and the cops picked her up. She was like, I didn't do nothing. I wasn't even there. And, like, so she takes a picture of herself, like, after they just let her out. They just said you're free to go. And she fucking takes a picture of herself in front of the fucking DA's office talking about the cops ain't got nothing on me.
Good job. You did it, totally.
And then they picked her ass back up like, well, I guess you're going to jail now.
You've accomplished everything.
Oh, so...
everything.
Oh.
What idiots. Shit. And that review controversy behind Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain.
Yeah, the whole fucking... the boot camp. You rush through the game and then...
But apparently they've been doing this, but it's just been more severe as of recent.
Yeah.
Like, that's why Metal Gear games always get, like, near perfect scores or perfect scores. Not, again, fortunately enough for Metal Gear, the Metal Gear Solid franchise, the games are good enough where it's like, this is not 100 out of 100, but it's definitely solid, like, 85, 90, varying in quality, but, like, usually good games.
In our opinions.
Not everybody feels the same way. Some people are like, I'd rather play Splinter Cell, and, I'd rather play Thief.
Shouts out to Razor Fist.
Yeah. Shouts out to Razor Fist, who just hates on...
He has a vehement hatred of Konami and...
Kojima.
And Kojima specifically.
Like, he likes... I think he has stated he likes... I think he likes Police Knots and Zone of the Enders, but he doesn't like Metal Gear. He really doesn't like Metal Gear. And, honestly, I can kind of... you do you. But I feel like people take Metal Gear a little too seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, they, like overinflating the stealth aspect of the game that's basically marketing. It's whatever. It's basically you're playing an action movie.
Yeah.
You're
like an espionage,
yeah.
Tactical espionage. Yeah, that's what it's called. Tactical espionage. Like spy stuff. But more
like,
war.
People who like, oh, it's the best stealth game ever. But it's a solid game overall.
It's definitely a pioneer in the stealth genre, but there are games that definitely did it better. You know, give you more freedom.
Actually, I think didn't didn't fucking Thief come out first on PC?
It probably did, but I think Metal Gear on MSX definitely like paved the way. You know, like that's the one that got the most notoriety. But yeah, like. It's crazy just to... I don't really care about, like, video game, actually, no, just to finish my statement before I move on to the current thing, like, yeah, people take Metal Gear 2 seriously. They're all like, why is there future tech in the 1970s? I'm like, you're failing to realize that Metal Gear's universe has never been, like, really the same as ours. Like, sure, like, events connect, like the Vietnam War, the Cold War, all that stuff, it connects. But the technology in Metal Gear's universe is way like what if they started developing higher technology early? Like they started earlier than us. Like people like, okay, have you played Metal Gear Solid 1? Like that game takes place in what? Like 1999, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't have half the shit that's in that game in 1999. Like you should have known from the jump. Like you should know that nothing in Ground Zeroes is really like in Ground Zeroes or Phantom Pain is really like, you know, anything new to the series.
Actually, honestly, like Metal Gear Solid's tech level was more believable than Phantom Pains is with the fucking holograms and all that fucking stupid shit. But I don't really care anymore.
Me neither. Like, the only thing I kind of scratched my head at is when I watched the launch trailer and it showed the Metal Gear and it looked like Metal Gear Rex. I'm like, oh, so this is where Metal Gear Rex comes from. Then it turns into a Gundam, and I'm like, Metal Gear Rex was never a Gundam, and apparently it has a heat whip that could just fucking make Earth spikes come out of the ground. And I'm just like, okay, now now I don't care.
Just what is this future past bullshit
What
they're
the
doing
fuck
right now?
is happening?
Why did technology get worse over time?
What?
You know what? I don't care. I just hope that this is a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it still stands the test of time of, like, we're gonna shill out these 100 reviews scores, but it's still a good game.
Yeah. Like, I don't fucking look at game reviews anyway, really. Like,
yeah, neither do I.
And when I do, I have my like, trusted few places or trusted few people.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like, now I only talk to my friends about, like, games that I want to get, because, like, if they got it already, I'm like, what do you think of it? And then they give me the lowdown, and then I play it.
Yeah, or, like, maybe some internet reviewers and stuff.
Yeah.
But they usually are a little bit late on the jump because, I don't know, they spend time with the game instead of just being forced into these sketch-ass boot camps where they have to wear chicken hats to basically skip everything and play on easy mode.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Okay, you know what that's indicative of? That's indicative of what I just recently heard about, which was the Final Fantasy VII iPhone port where there's no microtransaction whatsoever. It's just a button in the menu you can press to max your characters out, and you skip all the battles except for the necessary ones.
Wow, that's... You might as well just watch all the cutscenes on YouTube at that point.
Yeah, like, why would you spend the money? Watch a Let's Play. Or just watch the cutscenes. Like, or wait for the new one. Like, shit, man. Like, I haven't beaten Final Fantasy VII in my life, and that's crazy to say because I've played 1 through 6, and I love those games. I played 10, that game, but it was my first one, so it's kind of got a special place in my heart. My point is, I've never beaten 7, but I wouldn't stoop to that level, you know?
I've never cared about Final Fantasy, so it's all whatever.
You probably like...
I appreciate things here or there, but I don't like turn-based, and I don't like the active battle system.
I mean, you like Chrono Trigger, though.
Yeah, but I got in at the right time, but then I never got to finish it. And then I fucking took a step back and looked at how long the game actually is. I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to this game or finish it.
Yeah.
Because the first time I tried to play it, like the first and second time I tried to play it, were on an emulator, and like I had to wipe my computer 2 times, so I just never went back. Yeah. And now that I know all like the secret endings and all, and like the real ending and all that stuff, I don't really need.
You
to
lost
play
the
it.
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like the I like the old Final Fantasy games. I'm not really. I don't like. I can't bring myself to beat 7. I don't like 8 at all. I've never played 9. 10. It's not great, but it's my first one I got into, so it's kind of special. 11's an MMO, I don't care. 12 is a single player MMO, I don't care. 13 is a play it yourself game, I don't care. 14 is a pretty solid MMO, but I don't really have the money to play it. And 15 actually looks good, I'll give it that.
Weren't you playing 14 for a little while?
Yeah, I like 14. It's pretty good. Dan's more into it than me, though. He has more time to play it. That's the problem. Like, if it was free to play, I'd be like, yeah, I'm on this. But it's not. And I don't want to pay a subscription for a game I'm probably only going to play like once or twice a week. Because that's kind of what it was turning into. So I was like, maybe if it goes free to play. Which seems unlikely because recently they hit 5 million subscribers. They're catching up to WoW. That's crazy. A pay-to-play MMO in this day and age that's catching up to WoW. But that just shows how much people are kind of going away from WoW, though.
Yeah, it's like whenever like WoW drops a new expansion pack, like the attendance spikes for like the first month and then it drops back down again.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, it's a cool game, just, like, I wish it was free to play, because I can't, like, afford a subscription-based game right now. I really can't.
And I can't afford much of anything.
Not until you get a gerb. Not until your car gets fixed.
Both. Yep.
But anyway, this is Eyes on Crash. We should be talking about what we set our eyes on.
Inadvertently. Thanks.
Today.
Thanks, Marlon.
Today, we're talking about Death Panda, hentai,
Fucking Goro hentai.
Goro, really awful hentai, but we couldn't look away because
It was very interesting. The main antagonist,
interesting.
Death Panda, is a really, really fucking interesting guy.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting. This whole thing, I kind of almost don't want to talk about it. Kind of just want you guys to maybe not mosey your way on the Anifile to go read it yourselves.
We're gonna try not to give you too much, but we're gonna give you some.
We're gonna give you a
some
little
of the
bit.
greatest hits.
But you know what? If you want to read it, I recommend you go now. You pause this video or listen, whatever you're doing. You pause this. You go. It'll literally take you 20 minutes. It'll literally take you 20 minutes. You can come back, and now we're talking about it. So we're talking about Death Panda now. Spoilers.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. So the whole thing starts off with, it's innocent enough. It starts off, hey, look at these girls, aren't they? These little girls, aren't
Well,
they
like
great?
I said, we're not even gonna do a blow by blow. We're just gonna give like fucking greatest hits.
I just want to give how it starts. This is the greatest hits.
Yeah.
How the whole thing starts.
Yeah, 4 idol girls and like their troop leader person is like bringing them to a signing, and then Death Panda is just there.
And I love how everybody's kind of like, look at how great they are.
They're so kawaii. And so fucking, and then like next panel, Death Panda is just standing behind them, looking just looking inconspicuous. Just
Yeah, but he looks so evil even there.
no, not even there. He just kind of looks like, what is that giant panda doing? And then swipe, and they're all dead.
And I mean, they're dead. Like, it's fucking vicious. The way that death is drawn. It is kind of Goro, so the way that they draw the death is pretty fucking big.
He just smacks guts out of people.
Yeah.
And then just eats people. Like, there's a panel where he just has a mouth full of people.
Yeah, legit. That was when he was chasing that shrine maiden chick, right?
Yeah.
Who had the blood sword out.
Yeah.
That.
Which is a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
I feel like it was in a thing, though.
Yeah, probably. Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's these shrine maidens, and they have to stop Death Panda because he's evil.
There's one tryhard who's not very good, and then there's the younger sister who is very good, but she's kind of a bitch, and a lesbian.
Yes, like a super lesbian. I don't know what that bathing scene was.
I
really don't even like.
I don't know if they were like. At first, I didn't know if they were bathing or having sex.
I don't even think like
they were just kind of around each other, and one of them was under her, and I was like, "Is this what's going on here?"
I don't actually do hentai, but I think even a person who avidly does hentai probably can't tell me what that is. Like actually, they probably can't. Like what that position that bothers me now. I'm probably gonna just steam on that for the night. Like what the fuck was
because
that?
they were around each other and no one was really touching anything.
Yeah,
they were just kind of hovering over each other.
Like I don't know what that was.
I was like,
weird.
are they bathing? Are they having? There's no tub around. They're sweaty, I guess.
They got a lot of sweat, but yeah.
Oh man! And then there was the one time when Death Panda ruined the older Shrine Maiden's other arm, and then he transformed the rest of his body except for his head, and he looked so stupid.
Yeah, he did. Also, when he just had normal body and like, oh, by the way, we didn't mention that he has a human form, which he uses to rape people with.
The first freaking scene where you see it, he's plowing this girl while just eating handfuls of spaghetti.
Why was he eating spaghetti?
I don't know. I'm guessing she cooked it for him.
Oh, thank you for the spaghetti. What the fuck? Wow. Also, when he was in human form, he just kicked her like dick.
And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna do this and eat handfuls of spaghetti. And then he eats her and finishes.
Yep. Also, I gotta say, there was this one point where I think it was like around the time where you see Death Panda with like the panda body and the normal head, but like before that, like when he's just fully human and he's just plowing the ranger chick and just destroys most of her limbs. He just has like her lower like vagina area just in front.
Yeah, he freaking super bear hugs like the top of her body off and just like
yeah, like a Samurai Showdown 5 finisher right there.
Oh man, and there was the one where he's just in the zoo. I don't know what he was gonna do to that red panda.
I really don't.
He just picked it up with like a curious, whatever face, and then the zookeeper was like, "Hey, panda, you can't be fucking red pandas. Get out of here!" And he just slaps the shit out of him.
That's his answer to everything. That's why this is so great.
He has 2 slaps. Like a regular slap and a I'ma slap your guts out slap.
But I think we can both agree that the worst scene in this whole thing, because like I don't want.
Wait! I'm not done with the freaking with the zookeeper yet. This is probably the most like baffling, like and pretty funny and also fucked up scene. Like he just like. He rips her clothes off and climbs on top of her. She's like, well, panda dicks are small, so this is going to be nothing. And then he was like, well, you ain't seen mine. And she was like, oh my God, I made a huge mistake. And And so people are hanging over the enclosure, throwing things like, "Hey, stop that!" And Death Panda just puts on that face, and then he turns her towards them, and he's like, "What is he looking at us for?" And then he shoots a giant load into her, and through her eyeballs and mouth, and turns her body into a giant high-powered nozzle and shoots a laser stream of jizz at them, cutting a bunch of their heads off.
Yes, because we all know that if we want a high-powered weapon, it'd be jizz. Also, let's not forget to talk about the best scene where Shrine Maiden, who lost both her arms, like...
Oh yeah, little sister, bitch lesbian Shrine Maiden.
No, not bitch lesbian.
Oh yeah. No, the older one.
Yeah.
Where she got both her arms broken.
And then these guys like kidnapped her and fucking raped her
for probably a week.
Yeah, that's what it made it seem like a week's long rape. And then she woke up and then he's like, "You know why we raped you? Because our friend was there and you couldn't save him."
No, that's not why. It was like the little girl idol group got killed. And
yeah, that's
they
what it was.
died, and we liked them a lot, and you couldn't save them. If you would have got there earlier, you could have saved them, but you didn't, and you suck. And she was like, "Wait, what?"
I like it. She had the same reaction I did. She's like, "Wait, that's really it?
Yeah.
Really?" And then he just takes a knife and just starts fucking digging it in like,
"You ain't touched that, you. You're sorry. Fuck you."
yeah.
And he starts having sex with her again, with her guts all hanging out,
Which is weird.
and then even his friends were like, "Whoa, well, come on!" and then he
That's a little fucked up. Like,
and he's in the middle of it, and he turns around, and he's like, "I can't be the only one doing this. You fucker too, you ass." And then he turns around, and guess who's there?
Death Panda.
Death Panda.
And he fucking kills them. So then he's like, Death Panda's like, "Why do I feel this way? I really like her." And then he eats her.
Yep.
But then she turns into a giraffe.
She turns into Death Giraffe.
She
Killer
turns
Giraffe.
into Death Giraffe. Don't ask how that happens.
Killer Giraffe.
Somehow this whole hentai has a happy ending.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, it's...
Yeah, she reincarnates as Killer Giraffe, and then she fights her scumbag lesbian Shrine Maiden sister, and her 3 lesbian concubines who are also Shrine Maidens.
Yeah. And that didn't end well.
Yeah, she bodies both of them quickly, and then the third one sneaks up on her and ties her up with string. And then lesbian sister is like, "I'm going to use my blood to kill you now, sister. Goodbye. You just came back, too, but that's a shame." And
Yeah. Then Death Panda comes in and wreaks some...
Oh, yeah, well, first they fuck up Death Panda, and then she comes back as a Killer Giraffe.
Yeah.
And then they don't finish off Death Panda while they're dealing with Killer Giraffe. And Death Panda becomes little tiny Death Pandas.
Yeah, and then, like, just eats...
And then he recombinates himself, and then they fucking Killer Giraffe eats her sister's arms, and then Death Panda eats her legs.
Yep.
And now you have amputee porn. And they have a nice long conversation while she's bleeding to death.
Yeah.
And also being raped by Death Panda.
And also it's implied she turned into an elephant.
Or one of those monkeys. I mean, or one of those animals that were in the background.
Yeah.
It was like a monkey, an elephant, like a boar with little boar babies.
Because that's how you make a family.
That's how reincarnation works. What a weird fucking thing.
It was a thing. So like I said, it's up to you guys. You can go look it up, but...
And those faces, though. Death Panda, and like when Killer Giraffe showed up, she made some fucking Toriko-ass faces when she was in giraffe mode.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
Some fucking Bake-ass faces.
It had faces, but it's a very hard read, kinda. It's like hard to read, but you can't look away. It's like, why am I reading hentai? But for some reason,
You start reading it and you go ill, and you're like, but I gotta know what happens next.
Yeah.
What is this dumb shit?
will this get you into hentai? Probably not. It didn't work to me, but
I sure hope this doesn't make you realize you like Goro.
I really hope not either. Like, please.
Because that's a thing.
I mean, if you like that, that's your business. I don't judge, but
that's a hard thing to realize that you like now.
yeah, it's a hard thing to come to terms with. It's a very hard thing. Just like if you're into lollies or whatever. I mean, that whole thing.
That's something that you find out early, though, because there's so much lollies and fucking...
Just anime and stuff.
Yep.
But anyway, what else have we been like keeping up with? Just real quick. I caught up with all of Hero Academia so far, and I was just talking to Leon about it before. It's great. You should read it.
Mm-hmm. I've been reading a lot of Garuden, which is made by the creative Bake the Grappler.
Yeah, Fist or Twist.
And now I'm up to the part where they actually say Fist or Twist, and I'm like, hey, I get the name of the video game now.
Yes.
Yeah, they're having like their big first major tournament arc and everything. Like they're basically introducing like the main characters who are going to be having the hypest fights at the end of the tournament right now.
Yeah.
Like all the people, like they just are bodying people in one hit. It's like, this guy, he's a beast at this thing, but this guy, oh, he's a beast at this thing.
But then this guy over here.
This guy's so good, you're not even sure what he just did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I blew through the first season of Rick and Morty.
Good. I still need to watch the second season as it goes on.
That show is really good. I'm going to end up blowing through the second season as well. Also, I started watching this show called The Eric Andrews Show.
The Eric Andre Show?
The Eric Andre Show.
Yeah?
It's fucking weird.
Good.
I love it. At the intro of the show, he always runs in and just destroys the set and does some crazy bullshit nonsense. And then he sits down in the chair that was behind the desk, and then they just slide in another set in front of him.
Good. I need to check this out now.
He always attacks the drummer.
The poor drummer.
Like he runs and crashes into like the hanging like picture thing, and then he goes directly after the drummer, throws the drum set, punches the drummer twice, and then just gets to just destroying everything and just doing random shit, and then he tuckers himself out and sits in his chair, and they slide in a new. Good.
I'm glad.
And like the skits come in abruptly, and like you just gotta watch it. This crazy like anti-comedy weirdness.
Is it like on the same level as like
Don't touch the mic, please.
Sorry. Is it on the same level as like Tim and Eric, or
it's like a way better Tim and Eric.
That's good. I don't know. Tim and Eric's really hit and miss with me. It's okay. But also, we were both watching more of Ushio and Toro, which I need to catch up with. I didn't watch this week's episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta catch up to it as well.
Yeah, like I think I'm an episode or two behind.
There's a couple of anime that I just kind of let slip that like it's not really a bad thing because it just means I got more episodes to watch.
Yeah. Like, I know you definitely should watch the Garo animated series after you watch the live action one. Like, the one that you're on, anyway. Mm-hmm. Because they're doing a sequel, and I'm hyped, and it looks good. Like, from the art. And the silhouettes that they gave. I also started watching Shimoneta, the fucking let's be raunchy in a world of where no raunchies allowed.
Yeah, I started watching that, too.
I watched the first episode. I love it.
I watched like up to episode 6. It's still really dumb and really good.
Good. I think it's great, honestly. Like, for what it is, I think it's actually kind of well written. Like, in what it's trying to do.
Because there's a reason.
Yeah, it's like, yes, there's dirty jokes and shit, but like it makes sense.
At least there's an in-world reason instead of just, fan service. At least there's a reason now.
Yeah, right?
Fucking weird, fucking platinum-haired, drink my cooch juice.
I still haven't gotten up to that yet. I only watched the first episode, but that's been everywhere. Oh my god.
You gotta fucking hurry up and get to where she activates, because that shit is hilarious. And she's like not, where she's not killing people.
Okay, good. So she's just extra creepy.
Yeah.
I saw a gif where she turns into a fucking snake or some shit and goes after the main character.
I don't think I've gotten up to that yet, but like, she's dumb strong and dumb fast.
Good.
Like she like leaps from a tree and like breaks the branch with the jump and lands and makes it landing sound.
Yes.
And she pulled out a knife and like quickly cut out a section of fence and freaking grabbed the girl. It was like, you're not hitting on my man, are you? Because it's mine.
Oh my god. Yo, and then like the main girl, like she forced everybody to watch fly sex.
Yep.
And they're just so deprived of like pleasure that like they got off to it. That's so weird.
With her fucking voicing them over the PA system.
I like how her first, like, once you see when she activates, I like how her first line of dialogue to the main character is when he spits water on her face. She's like, why are you jizzing on my face? I'm like, yo, she's just gonna use like fucking obscenities for like other words, isn't she?
Yep. She runs, I like the way she runs around. She's fucking titties, balls, dick, yeah! And just throws porn around and just runs away.
It's so good. I like this. It's so crazy that this is like being attacked by Japanese watchdog. Because look at, like, Death Panda ain't getting attacked by Japanese watchdog.
Well, fucking Death Panda doesn't have an anime that's on actual TV.
But this is like, from what I've seen of it anyway, it's like a lot of it's soft core, like censored anyway. Mm-hmm. Like you don't actually see most of the stuff. You know what's happening,
and even when it's not censored, it's not even like
that bad. Like it's not like hentai level.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good show. You should watch it.
It starts to like push the boundaries and skirt the lines. Like later on though, when Platinum Hair Girl activates.
Oh. Okay.
Because she fucking comes into the dude's house and almost rapes him.
Oh. I guess I should have seen that coming. And I'm not just saying that because coming.
Love nectar.
Zing. But yeah, good show. If you're into like that kind of stuff, even if you're not really into that kind of stuff, it's pretty funny. Mm-hmm. Just because of the concept, it's just crazy. But
I didn't think I'd like it, but
me too.
Started watching. I was like, okay, I'm on board.
See, I thought I wouldn't like it because it's getting the same amount of like meme and screenshot and GIF bait. That stuff like Sword Art Online, Log Horizon, and all like the super popular like fucking that recent, what was like the last popular boring ass anime that was out with that chick Hestia with the fucking blue strap under her boob. Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? That's what it was. See, it's so forgettable. But you see gifs of it everywhere, and it's like this is the same thing, but like I feel like it's so crazy that I understand. That I'm like, okay, I misjudged you. I misjudged you. You're good. You're not trash. But yeah, so
It feels weird that nobody came up with this premise sooner.
yeah, like I'm surprised that nobody like thought about it. Like this is pretty groundbreaking, I have to say, in a weird kind of way.
You got the one. You got the artist girl fucking drawing hentai with her mouth.
That's so weird.
because the devices that they wear can track your hand movements, and also they can track what you say. So you can't say anything dirty or the cops will get you, and you can't draw anything dirty or the cops will get you.
Those are some strong ass armbands.
Mm-hmm. Because I think they have one on their wrist and one on their run around their neck.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, Platinum Girl, like, later on, Platinum Hair Girl's mother is trying to, like, push for, like, even tougher legislation, which makes people wear fucking chastity belts and shit.
Oh, God. Because this vigilante's going around stirring shit up.
Trying to tell people about sex.
And having a good time of pleasure. Dirty jokes, yeah. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers what we like have been watching and read. Kind of short, but Death Panda, we kind of want you to experience that. Even after telling
if you don't want to, that's fine.
Yeah,
you can just,
really.
If the greatest hits that we put you through are turned you off completely to it, then I totally understand.
Yeah, we wouldn't blame you. If you're not about hentai, don't read it.
If you don't want to see the jizz laser for yourself, then that's okay.
That's fine. Cool beans. If you don't want to see Death Panda put like 18 people in his mouth at once, just viciously, that's fine too. If you don't want to see revenge rape with taking organs out while raping, then you don't have to. Honestly, I feel really gross reading it. But I could at least say that most people have not had this experience.
Have we talked about Gunmania yet?
I think we might have brought it up in passing. We've done a lot of these, so I don't know. Bando and how he's the worst. I think we could still agree that, like, since we both read Death Panda, now I think we could both agree that Gunmania is still the worst.
Yeah, because at least, like...
At least Death Panda knows what it wants to be.
You can argue that Death Panda is like some sort of demon or some sort of otherworldly creature, but Bando is just the worst. He's just a guy who is the worst.
Mm-hmm. He's the worst.
After I'm done slaughtering a bunch of people, shooting them and kicking the shit out of people, I'm just gonna walk around town and be the worst. This kid is starting to jump off his high school roof. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to have sex before he do it. Before he does it. I mean, he's going to rape him either way. Like, he's probably gonna grab his body when he hits the ground, but he's
he's such the worst. Oh my god! Like, I think it enhances it if you haven't read the manga Gunmania was based off of. Which I forget the name of anyway. Assassin.
Yeah.
With an E at the end of it. But yeah.
And I feel like you should read Gunmania first before you read Assassin anyway. It feels like a prelude to Gunmania to like
Assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish he was still making
like the everyday times of Bando.
Yeah.
The piece of shit.
I wish every now and again he would just put out another fucking garbage chapter of Bando just being the worst. just not even as like just start a blog and he just puts the pages up whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, just Bando the worst. But yeah, like, should we talk about that whole scene or let them find out?
They should watch. Just go read Gunmania. It's like 3 chapters.
Yeah, like, read Death Panda, but go read Gunmania.
Yeah, you definitely gotta go see Gunmania.
Go read the Gunmania, for sure. Like, 10 out of 10, it's 3 chapters.
10 out of 10, Bando's the worst.
Yes. Panda is the worst out of 10. I don't think any other title can receive that prestigious award.
Yes. The worst out of 10.
Yes. But yeah. So what are we looking forward to that's coming out? I'm looking forward to One Punch Man.
Hell yeah.
October. It's still so far away, feeling kinda, but not really. But it's being done by Madhouse.
It's gonna be so hard.
I hope Madhouse does fucking Hero Academia. Look, the way Hero Academia's fights go, like Madhouse, like I don't want. If Toei touches it, if they even touch this anime, if they touch this manga and are like, we want to do an anime? No. No. Stop it. Stop it. We know you're going to put all your budget into One Piece and nothing else. Chillax on that, okay? Okay, hombre?
I'm plowing my way through Assassin's Classroom. I was watching it in Japanese, but I started watching it in English, and now I'm really like stuck on the English dub because it's really good.
It's great. Hey, I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch from the beginning dubbed.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that.
But what else? Looking forward to the new Garo animation. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I want Revelator to hurry up and come out. But
And
not too fast. Just come out when I have money.
Yeah.
And fucking, it's not even worth saying that I'm looking forward to fucking Phantom Pain.
Yeah, you haven't even played Peace Walker yet.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm even wondering if you should just either A, play it with me, or B, watch Matthew Matosis's analysis of the story. Because he does a really good job. Whichever one you choose. But
I can bother going on another Monster Hunter adventure, so
yeah.
Speaking of Monster Hunter, fucking Kadget started fucking streaming again. That's nice.
Yeah.
Cause like a year ago, I don't know how long ago, but it was fairly recent that like somebody broke into his car and stole all of his streaming equipment and his 3DS.
Shit.
So he had to fucking start it from the bottom now, yeah. But he put up a what was it? He put up a GoFundMe and all of the people, like all of his fans, chipped in, so he was able to get all the shit back.
Nice.
And now he's
good for him.
If you don't know who Kadget is, he's a really old school like. He's like one of the like first like major like meme video dudes. He made Gutsman's ass. He made Ninja Info cards. He made over 9,000.
See, I've heard of 2 of those 3 things. I don't think I've heard of Ninja Info cards. Wow. But yeah, also kind of
lesser known. We're jumping onto white base.
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah.
Jumping onto white base. Ah!
I did hear about that one. Also, I'm looking forward to
base. I'm probably gonna listen to that shit when I get home.
Yeah, now I gotta go find that shit too. But yeah, like you should just put that on Zaku Zaku, yes. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to YouTube gaming.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking as soon as it came out, Fantasy Fiction Dom started doing freaking live streams.
Oh, I gotta go watch those. But yeah, like I love the interface. I love it. It's so good. Especially when you go to gamers' channels. It's so good.
But like, there's still major problems and kinks they gotta work out. Like the fucking
the idea of it's great, but there's problems, of course.
Yeah, the ID tag system is on it. Like fucking hawks. Like if you have a fucking a song playing in the background, like in your room, your stream might just get shut down.
Yep.
Or worst case scenario, you might get a strike.
Man, you don't want that.
So if you're gonna do a stream, you gotta do like a completely dry, like regular stream.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, just go on like Twitch or Hitbox for now.
Yeah.
Until they buffer out the kinks.
I'm looking at. I did a stream on Hitbox recently. It's really good. Like, cause Twitch was acting up. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, I might eventually test out streaming because apparently, like there's a broadcast feature on certain Steam games, and so Marvel Heroes has one of those. So I'm like, I'm gonna test this because I want to like. Everybody who's been playing Marvel Heroes already has characters that are level 60. I'm sure Pat has a character by now who's level 60. And I'm still kind of back, but I feel like I want to play this game while having like some commentary and stuff and talking, you know? Like, I don't really want to play this game by myself, if you get me. Like, I do, but I don't.
Speaking of Marvel Heroes, you saw Carnage's trailer?
Yeah.
With the fucking green jelly music?
Yes. I'm so sad that he's just an assist, but
You sure? You look like a whole character.
he's what's called a super team up, which is basically an AI controlled partner you can get.
Oh.
And they have like some of their own like skills and stuff, not as expansive as your own, but they got stuff, and it's useful if you're not playing with friends. But I kind of wish that Carnage was his own character. But that being said, I feel like it'd work better if he was a skin for Venom, because I feel like him and Venom would just play the same. Alright, debatably. I don't really know enough about Carnage. I just like that he's evil red serial killer.
Because, Carnage does more, like, body transformation, stretchy, like, cutty shit than
Venom?
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently there was a poll recently where everybody's like, where the guys who are making the game like, okay, what assist do you want to see as a future character fully playable? Even though he's not out yet, already number one is Carnage. So, alright, I guess we're going to start working on Carnage.
So you already got us with that trailer. Just do it. Just make him. Just go.
Yeah. You know, fuck it. Since we're talking about it right now, I'm going to plug Marvel Heroes, because you should be playing Marvel Heroes if you don't like Diablo 3 and you want, like, a Diablo 2 type of experience, but with superheroes and like 50 classes, then you should play this game, because it's fun and it's not a free-to-play game that asks you to pay much, if you know what I mean. Like, the microtransactions stuff's light.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they ask you, hey, if you want to like get a character sooner than building up Eternity Splinters to buy them, then you could just pay real money to get the characters off the bat. But even then, it's not too bad, like with the prices. Some of the costumes get a little bit much, but like overall, it's really nice. Like, and the game lets you try out every character up to level 10. Yeah, like you can try. The only exception is if a character's brand new. Like when Ant-Man came out, you couldn't try Ant-Man. But now that War Machine's coming out, I'm sure you could try Ant-Man, but now you can't try War Machine, etc. But yeah, it's really, if you're looking for a good free-to-play game that you're really not looking to spend too much money on, like Marvel Heroes is a really good choice.
War Machine's not out yet?
I think he just came out. Either that or he's coming out tomorrow as we speak.
Is it like...
There's a trailer for him.
Well, is he just standing around in the game right now?
Yeah.
Oh, because like when you were playing the game, I saw him. I didn't know.
There are a lot of characters who aren't playable yet that are NPCs. Iron Fist is an NPC.
Oh.
But I don't think they're going to release Iron Fist until the actual Iron Fist series comes out on Netflix. Like, I think that's kind of what... I see them doing that. Like, it makes sense.
I didn't even know there was an Iron Fist series coming out.
Get hype. There's a Luke Cage one as well. And Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is the upcoming. They're going to do Jessica Jones, Daredevil Season 2, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, whatever they're going to do. And then they're going to lead up to Defenders.
Yeah, because Jessica Jones is going to be in the Civil War, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah? That's interesting. I did not know that. And I read Civil War, and we'll see how it goes. It's not my favorite Marvel story, and I feel like the stakes might not be there.
At this point, like the Marvel
cinematic universe.
Yeah, the MCU is like so different at this point that we don't really know what's gonna happen in their Civil War. So
Yeah, it could be good. We'll see.
Like, there's so much shit that they would have to boil down to. That at this point, they might as well just like start playing with their own story.
Yeah, like do their own like reason for Cap and Iron Man fighting. But I guess like my main thing is like I liked the parts about Civil War. I liked were like the stuff with Sally Floyd and Ben Urich, the reporters, and Wolverine. And his whole story was kind of separate because his is like Nitro's a fuckboy. We gotta go find Nitro, and fucking kill his ass. And finally, the stuff with Speedball becoming Penance. Even though some like Robbie Baldwin, like even though some people feel like it was maybe a little bit too extreme to kind of turn Speedball into this edgy ass fucking Iron Maiden hero. Like,
stop calling me baby killer.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like, I don't know. I really like Penance. He's a really cool design. I hope they actually make Penance playable in Marvel Heroes eventually. But yeah, like that's it though.
I really wish fucking Epo wasn't a monthly.
I wish a lot of things were in a monthly. Like
it's like I appreciate that it's a monthly because it gives them more time to add to that fucking vicious ass artwork.
Yeah, put more detail into it.
But like, I want to know what happens now. He fucking Takemura's in the middle of a fight right now where he's actually having trouble.
Oh, good.
And then he learns how to do flicker jabs just cause.
Yeah, I might like.
But then the guy is like, I know how to defend against flicker jabs, stupid. I do flicker jabs.
So they're just flicker jabbing each other. Good. But yeah, so I guess that is the end of the Podcrash.
That's the end of the Podcrash. If you want to like hear more from us, if you want to hit us up, I have a Twitter.
And I have a Twitter.
The links will be in the bottom, but if you like to write things down by hand, I guess mine is Leon_is_not_crash.
You could send us a telegraph at 1.899.
Do you not remember what yours is?
It's twitter.com/@Bobby Toasters.
All right. And check us out on Facebook if you'd like. And if you're watching this, well, if you're listening to this on Facebook,
whatever works.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Facebook, then come on. Consider if you're
on.
not subscribed already, consider it.
Come on, I'm like nudging you on the shoulder right now virtually. Come on. You like our voice. Is
indeed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and the TeamNotCrash Twitter, of course.
Yes, our very own Twitter page.
I think it's just TeamNotCrash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, all the links will be in the description below. You can like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 and enjoy your night or day, whatever it is, whenever you're listening. Keep on rocking. Yeah! It's Taz!
We're jumping onto white base! Jumping onto white base! We're jumping onto white base! Jumping onto white base! We're jumping onto white base! Jumping onto white base!
these days.